The following is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU. This is the place in college baseball.
First pitch, he drives down the line in right field. Stay fair, and it is back-to-back jacks. 2-2 pitch, called strike three on the outer black. Drive home safely. Tigers win. They walk it off in the bottom of the ninth inning.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air. Play ball! This is exciting live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Called strike three, struck him out.
Brought to you by Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. Louisiana Blue, official health insurance provider of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The Powerhouse.
3-1 to Bear. Launched in the air to right field. Giving it a look. Ty Evans will just watch it go.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Powered by People's Health. Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, presented by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Visit hubinternational.com. Coming up, talking with Tigers, a trip around the SEC, the pitching matchup, the starting lineup, and a visit with Tiger skipper Jay Johnson. It's time for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Now, let's go inside the broadcast booth on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's Tuesday Night Baseball here at the Box. Another in-state midweek matchup as the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs travel down from Ruston to take on your fifth-ranked Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair alongside Tiger champion Doug Thompson. Our straw stirring the drink. Back inside the Capital One studio, Mr. Taylor Sharp welcoming you once again to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. These two teams first met on the diamond way back in 1902. And since then, over 66 meetings, the Tigers have won 46 to 20 losses. LSU has also won 16 of the last 18 meetings, including last year's 11-1 8-inning run rule right here in Baton Rouge. The Bulldogs last won in this series during the 2022 season in late February by a final of 11-6 on a freezing night in Ruston. Tonight, the Tigers will hand the baseball to freshman William Smith to start the game. The right-hander making his fourth start of the year with a 3-0 record and a 3.78 ERA. The Bulldogs go with senior lefty Connor Nation, making just his second start, has a 1-1 record and has a 5.64 ERA. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. It's the 67th meeting all-time between the Bulldogs and Tigers. It's Louisiana Tech, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana. It's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights. Visit our incredible museums and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues. Born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Back with more on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. It's LSU versus Louisiana Tech as the Tigers look to continue their winning ways. 26-3 on the year and 7-2 in the SEC after a sweep last weekend over Mississippi State. As we're joined now by LSU pitcher Connor Ware. Connor, of course, a native of Mississippi. Connor, how much did it mean to you personally to get a sweep over Mississippi State? I imagine you faced some guys you've faced before on that ball club.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's a huge sweep for our ball club, and I know a lot of guys. I grew up a Mississippi State fan, so kind of being here now, I'm obviously completely an LSU fan. So it's good to to get a sweep against the home team or the home team that I grew up with. So
right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just your thoughts on the way you guys performed on the mound. Obviously, the bullpen was huge in all three victories. Give us your thoughts on the way you guys made it happen.
Yeah, our bullpen's definitely been huge. I think our starters have done a great job. Anthony did a great job on Saturday, keeping us to a close game, and then Casey Evans coming in and shutting the door was huge. Couldn't have got that win without them. And then Cade Anderson, of course, didn't have his best start on Thursday, but he just he battled, and always going to have his best stuff, and so he was able to battle and keep it to a close enough lead where he could eventually come back and have a couple big innings and win. And then Zach Carroll, of course, doing what he does, he being the best, and then offense did a great job on Saturday, giving us a good cushion. So we were able to make some mistakes, but ultimately come out on top and kind of battle towards the win.
I'd like your thoughts as a pitcher on what happened to Chase Shores on Saturday. It's something we hate to see, but Chase took a pretty solid hit with the baseball right above his left eye. And at the time, I remember thinking, man, there's no way that kid can come back. But what does it say about Chase for him to get up off the turf and finish that inning?
I think it just shows how much it means to him. It shows how much he wants to have our backs, and he knows that we need him if we're gonna do this thing ultimately. So he knows that he's got to be the guy to be tough there on Sundays for us, and he was able to do that. And I think it spoke loudly to the bullpen to kind of show that he's going to do everything he can to stay out there on the mound and do a good job for us, so we can ultimately come in and finish the job. So.
And, of course, I know it's always the theme of 56-game playoff. Every game counts the same. Just your thoughts on facing Louisiana Tech tonight, what it means to you guys to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, it's a big game. Obviously, we have a big series coming up at Oklahoma, but it's just one of those games we have to put all our focus into this one. And in the grand scheme of things, if we're going to want to do what we want to do, then we're going to have to win these midweek games. So I think it's a huge one that we need to put all our focus on, too.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Connor.
Thank you, Bill.
Connor Ware with us. Tigers getting set to face Louisiana Tech tonight at the Box. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today. Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it.
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Leading you up to first pitch, this is the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Presented by Visit Baton Rouge, Louisiana's capital city.
Welcome back in as we get ready for Louisiana Tech and LSU on a Tuesday night here at the Box. LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, ISC Constructors, powered by people. Yes, indeed, we head in after tonight's game, the fourth weekend of SEC play. Still a lot of things up for grabs on the SEC crown, but things are starting to shift a little bit in the conference race. And to take us on a trip around the SEC, once again to my left here in the booth, Tiger champion Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. We'll start off with the standings around the league after the third weekend of play. Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas are atop with 8-1 records. LSU is sitting in sole possession of second place with a 7-2 record. Alabama and Ole Miss are both 6-3. Oklahoma, this weekend's opponent for LSU, is 5-4. Auburn and Kentucky and Vanderbilt are all 4-5. Florida, Mississippi State, and South Carolina and Texas A&M are 1-8. And the Missouri Tigers still sit winless at the bottom with an 0-9 record. Tonight there are 15 games around the league. We'll let you figure out which team is not playing. Georgia defeated Queens earlier today, 21-1. Ole Miss is out in front of Jackson State right now, 6-0 in Oxford. That game was in the bottom of the fifth inning. In the bottom of the third, Tennessee leads Tennessee Tech 4-0, and they just got started in Gainesville. Florida has a 2-0 lead over North Florida in the bottom of the first inning. Arkansas and Grambling are due up at about 6 o'clock Central Time. Well, actually, that's 6 o'clock Central Time. South Carolina and Presbyterian haven't started yet either. They were due to start at 6 o'clock as well. In the top of the first inning, no score yet between Alabama and Samford in Tuscaloosa. Texas A&M is hosting Incarnate Word. It's in the top of the first there, no score yet. Vanderbilt will host Western Kentucky and Nashville tonight. They haven't started there either. None of these games, well, a couple of these games have started. Missouri will be at home tonight against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Auburn will host UAB. Memphis will host Mississippi State tonight. So that is one of the only teams on the road tonight. And Chris, there's a couple more games, but the computer just refreshed, so we'll come back to those. Plenty of SEC baseball tonight around the league, and lots of action coming up this weekend as well, of course.
You got it. We'll keep you up to date on those scores in this midweek affair across the SEC, presented by Republic Finance. Visit Republic Finance for all your personal loan needs. Get started at republicfinance.com/Tigers. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. When we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's starting pitchers for both Louisiana Tech and your Tigers. A reminder, fans, all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free. You can find them on the LSU Sports mobile app. Take us with you wherever you go. You can download the app for free on iOS or Android devices. The LSU Sports mobile app, presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Back with more on the Hub International On Deck show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
As a full-service industrial contractor, Bartlett Group specializes in maintenance, turnarounds, and capital mechanical projects, refractory, soft crafts, fabrication, and more. Just a few of the companies that Bartlett represents include Excel Scaffold, DECS, Deltec Manufacturing, GMTS, and Precision Refractory. Bartlett boasts the best talent retention record with highly trained and seasoned professionals. Our mission, to deliver first-class service with the best scaffold system and experts. At Bartlett, our strength is our people, driving our growth and success. Choose Bartlett Group, where exceptional is standard.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Uh-huh, yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
Here's a look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Continuing on the Hub International On Deck show, we get you ready for Louisiana Tech and LSU here on the Diamond. LSU Athletics would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners, Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Bulldogs and the Tigers. To break that down, a former champion pitcher himself. Here's Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, the Bulldogs are going to roll Connor Nation out there. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185 lefty. He's going to throw his fastball at 87 and 91. He'll throw a slider and a changeup. Slider's going to be 73 to 76. Changeup will be in the low to mid 80s, 82 to 85. He's a transfer from Hines Community College. He's got a 5.64 ERA so far this year. He's 1-1. This will be his 14th appearance of the year, only his second start. He's gone 22 and a third. He's allowed 31 hits and 15 runs, 7 walks, and 21 strikeouts, but opponents are hitting .348 off the lefty so far this season. And for William Schmidt, this will be his 4th start of the season. He comes in with a 3.78 ERA. He is 3-0. This will be his 9th appearance in 16 2/3 innings. He's allowed 15 hits and 8 runs. 7 of those have been earned. He has 9 walks and 17 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .238 on Schmidt. Expect to see Schmidt tonight a couple times through the lineup. Probably won't break 50 pitches because, of course, they want to keep him available for the weekend.
All right, again, it will be Connor Nation, the left-hander for Louisiana Tech. For your Tigers, again, freshman right-hander William Schmidt on the bump. Fans Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Up next, we visit with head coach Jay Johnson. Later, the starting lineups, and then first pitch coming your way. Louisiana Tech here in town to take on your Tigers of LSU. It's all coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans! No game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for you on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Hey, Tiger fans, get ready to swing for the fences because the 2025 baseball season is upon us, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to LSU baseball games or to any other live event in Baton Rouge, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Before the Fighting Tigers take to the field, time to visit with the top Tiger, LSU skipper Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank and credit card of LSU Athletics. On the Hub International On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, you come off a very successful weekend, taking 3 from Mississippi State. Always good to get 3 wins in conference play, especially here at home. You got Louisiana Tech coming down, a perennial team that battles for NCAA regionals. It's an in-state battle, so you know once again you're going to get their best.
No question about it. Coach Burrows does a terrific job with that program. They're always very competitive. They always have very athletic players, and they play very confidently. So it'll be a good test tonight.
I know you mentioned that even though you finished Game 3 early Sunday morning, it was kind of good to get, that Sunday off and then get back to it on Monday with another busy week.
No doubt. There is always a give and take with everything in baseball. And, sometimes like these early weekends, they sneak up on you or can sneak up on your presses, the coaching staff preparation. But the benefit is always on the backside to get an extra day for the players to recover, rehab, helps your pitching a little bit. So thankful, especially after, the 2 a.m. or whatever finish that we had an extra day off.
Real quickly, William Smith going to get the start for you tonight against the Bulldogs. The last time we saw him was out of the bullpen, obviously, in Austin. Kind of what do you want to see from William tonight?
Well, he's had a great start to his career here, a couple bumps in the road lately, but he's a great pitcher. Throws strikes, obviously has tremendous stuff. He's very aggressive in nature, and just want him to be aggressive in nature, pound the strike zone, let his defense work behind him, and get us off to a good start.
Coach, looking forward to it. Tech and LSU, best of luck. Get after them.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll continue with more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win! The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck Show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Build a better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem prior to first pitch here tonight as Louisiana Tech in town, taking on your Tigers of LSU. That leads us now to the starting lineups. First for Louisiana Tech, who comes in 17-11 overall, 4-2 after 2 weekends of Conference USA play. They'll lead things off with Colton Coates, the third baseman, a sophomore, hitting .297. It'll be Garrison Barkley batting second, a center fielder, a senior batting .312. Michael Ballard will be in the 3 spot playing second base, and the senior with a .292 average. Sebastian Mexico will be the DH. He'll bat in the cleanup spot for the Bulldogs. Zeb Ruddle will be in left field batting 5th. Trey Hossey will be at first base batting 6th. In the 7-hole, Eli Birch will be behind the plate catching. Brody Drost will be in right field batting 8th, and Will Safford, 2 names there familiar to Tiger fans, will be at shortstop. He will round out the lineup for Louisiana Tech. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, coming in 26-3 on the season. They are 7-2 in SEC play. Again, Derek Curiel atop the order. Derek with a 29-game reach base streak. The left fielder, a freshman, batting an impressive .408. Jaron Jones just behind him, batting second in the order, playing first base. The junior hitting .404. Daniel Dickinson will bat third. He'll be at second base, the junior with a .362 average. Ethan Fry, once again the DH, will bat cleanup for Jay Johnson tonight, batting .377 with 5 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Stephen Milam back to batting in 5th in the order. The shortstop, a sophomore, hitting .350. Jake Brown, another start in right field, will bat 6th. Cade Arambidi makes his 10th start of the season. He'll be behind the plate catching, batting 7th for the Tigers. And Michael Braswell III, the senior, hitting .236, will be at third base. He will bat 8th. And Chris Stanfield out in center field, the junior, hitting .318. He will round out the order. Again for the Bulldogs, senior left-hander Connor Nation on the bump. Freshman right-hander William Smith for your Fighting Tigers. Tiger fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac Maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game. You could win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. Well, that's the starting lineups. Head coaches and the umpiring crew meeting at home plate. Up next, we've got first pitch, Louisiana Tech and LSU coming your way on a Tuesday night from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it's miserable outside, you will be comfortable inside with an energy-efficient Trane air conditioning and heating system found at TraneSouth.com. Trane's a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Trust Trane to lower your utility bills and save you money. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. At TraneSouth.com, find rebates, tax credits, special financing, and a reliable Trane dealer, subject to credit approval. Visit TraneSouth.com for details.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
17 SEC championships.
His team, a strike and an out away from a natty.
26 NCAA regional titles.
2 outs, runner at first. The 0-2 pitch.
19 trips to Omaha in the College World Series.
Swing and a miss! And all is right in the world. Tigers win! Tigers win!
7 national titles.
The national championship is headed back to Baton Rouge.
The Powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Tuesday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome once again. Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium. On a nice Tuesday, mild Tuesday evening here as we get set for college baseball. Your LSU Tigers ranked 5th in the country, as high as 5th in the country, welcoming in Louisiana Tech in another in-state midweek matchup. Along with Tiger champ Doug Thompson, I'm Chris Blair. Our straw stirring the drink back inside the Capital One studio. Taylor Sharp, glad you could spend your Tuesday evening with us. Sit back, get ready for some great college baseball. As we mentioned, these two teams began playing way back in 1902. They've played 66 previous times. And LSU leads the series 46 wins to 20 losses. Last time Louisiana Tech able to get a win over the Tigers back in 2022. That one on a very cold and freezing night in Ruston in 2022. Last year, Tigers able to get a run rule victory in 8 innings, 11-1 here at the box. William Smith on the mound, the freshman right-hander, will get it started for the Tigers. As Doug told you in the Hub International On Deck show, Jay Johnson hoping to see a strong outing from the freshman right-hander, but certainly going to have him on some type of count as they hope to have him available this weekend in that Thursday, Friday, Saturday series on the road against another top 10 team, a top 10 matchup with LSU and Oklahoma. If you're planning an event, Grayson's Events and Entertainment has you covered, fans. They have everything to make your next event unforgettable. Call 225-436-6520. You won't be disappointed. Time now for your game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. Get a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Keep the power in your hands. Well, the clouds starting to dissipate here. Again, weather very mild in Baton Rouge. Time of first pitch, temperature 77 degrees. We'll hang that way into the lower 70s after tonight's game is done. The good news is, after a weekend of plenty of wet stuff here in the South Louisiana area, there's going to be cloud cover, but no expected precipitation. We should be clear for baseball tonight after what was a marathon weekend here at the box, where the Tigers were able to get all 3 games in, and Doug Thompson, the best part, they got all 3 victories in the SEC. And again, you love to sweep when you're at home. It's not an easy thing to do, but when you can stack up 3 wins anytime in SEC play, bodes well for the future.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really anytime you can win a series, it's a win. Getting 3 is like, you know, an extra cherry on top there. So, yeah, I mean, great start for the Tigers. They're sitting at 7-2, right in the middle of the top of the pack. And, you know, I think they've got a pretty good opponent coming up this weekend, or a more favorable opponent coming up this weekend. I'll tell you why. Although what I'm going to talk to you about is about the statistics of both teams, but we've covered that you can throw the stats out on SEC weekends for the most part.
So we're ready to go. William Smith, his warm-up toss is behind him. He's ready to work. Coates stands in, and the first pitch delivered, a fastball at 96, and it's fouled off, and we are underway. Time of first pitch, 6:33 Central Time. Colts last year saw action in 5 games. The starting lineup here in 2025, he'll swing at another fastball up in the zone at 97, and Smith starting out on fire. It's 0-2 to Coates. Sophomore out of South Haven, Mississippi awaits, and the 0-2. A little knock back to the mound. Nice. Smith rises up with the glove, and William will toss to Jones. So an 0-2 comebacker off the bat of Coates, and there's one away here in the top of the first inning. Taking a look at today's recipe for success, brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, the official catering service of LSU Athletics. Doug, if you're William Smith, as we saw, this is his 4th start of the season, expected to be a mainstay out of the bullpen in SEC play. Got touched up a little bit in that Texas series. What is he thinking? What does he need to do, even if it's a limited amount of time on the mound tonight, as Garrison Berkeley stands in? The first delivery missing high, ball 1.
Well, the first at bat, it would be good. 96, 97, 97 for 3 strikes. If he could stick to that, it would be a pretty good night. There's a good hammer for a strike to get to 1-1. But I would say, to answer your question, throw as many strikes in these 50 or 60 pitches as you possibly can.
Smith ready to work. Here's the 1-1 to the plate. And it just missed off the plate with another fastball at 96. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
Bulldogs are hitting .261 as a team, so you got to trust your stuff in a game like this.
Berkeley, a right-handed hitter, awaits. Here's the 2-1. He'll swing, lift it in the air. Shallow right field. Brown coming in as Dickinson went back from second base, but Brown, plenty of speed, able to get under it for out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the top of the first inning, you see Michael Ballard, a right-handed hitter, second baseman for the Bulldogs. Good start here for William Smith, highly touted freshman right-hander. Gave up the opportunity to jump right into professional baseball to get his college experience at LSU. Here's a swing on the first pitch, a fastball driven left of second base, and a 2-out single for Coates, and the Bulldogs have a runner aboard.
Yeah, another 96-mile-an-hour heater there. Coates was sitting dead red, and Schmidt left it up a little bit in the strike zone, but again, he is pounding the strike zone right now. He's pitching to contact, and this may be as explosive as we've seen William Schmidt so far this year. I don't know that we've seen his fastball get up to 97 yet.
Certainly ready to go. Looks like there's a little communication issue now with the technology. Smith pointing to his ear, calling for time. He'll be granted time by our home plate umpire. Our umpires, by the way, Christopher Simons down at first base, Blake Thomas at second, Alex Ziegler down the line at third. It's Luke Weems behind the plate calling balls and strikes. So working on getting the headset and communication device up and running. Looks like Schmidt is satisfied. Jamie Tutko, of course, handles the analytics and is a big part of the success of this baseball program out there to make sure everything's working properly. And that will bring Sebastian Mexico to the plate, a junior out of Baldwinville, Massachusetts, a left-handed hitter. Again, 2 down, a runner on. Ballard able to swing at the first pitch, get a base hit into center field. First delivery from Smith to Mexico is low and inside for ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, Mexico, he's hitting .311, but only 16 starts this year. Those first 3 in the order are the only 3 that have started all 28 games for the Bulldogs.
1 ball, no strikes, runner at first. Smith fires to the plate, way out in front, swing and a miss by Mexico, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, runner at first, 2 down, top of the first, no score. Schmidt delivers. His fastball low and inside again is sliding over his Aaron Beatty to make the grab. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. 2-1 pitch. Again, trying to nibble on the inside. This one missing off the plate. 3-1 now, the count to Mexico. Ballard off of first. He's 2 for 2 in stolen bases. Takes a hefty lead off of first. Smith looks over. Now the right-hander to the plate. That one does catch the inside corner with a breaking ball, and it's now a full count, 3-2. Louisiana Tech donning the black jerseys. Red, white, and blue numbers and name on the front and back. Gray pants with red and white stripe down the leg. Runner goes. They appeal down to third. They'll say he went around. Mexico thought he saw ball 4, but he couldn't hold up. So William Smith records the strikeout. That'll do it for the Bulldogs here. We played a half inning, no score. Tigers coming to the plate. They'll have Derek Curiel, Jared Jones, and Daniel Dickinson when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya. Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net. The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head now to the bottom of the first inning. Good start for William Smith. Gave up one single there in the top of the first inning, but able to come back with a strikeout to end it. No score as LSU comes to the plate. Derek Curiel will once again lead it off. He has been the prototypical leadoff hitter since taking over that role for Coach Jay Johnson. Hard to imagine this Tiger team not being able to have Curiel atop the order. He has done a tremendous job this year, Doug, in setting the table early on, and it helps when you just always have a knack for finding your way on base, and you've pointed it out a bunch this year. He's got 21 strikeouts, but 29 walks to go along with 42 hits. That's why he's batting .408. First delivery from Nation misses outside with a breaking ball, and it's 1-0 now to Curiel.
Yeah, and it's not a stat that we keep here at LSU in terms of, is it a record for freshmen in terms of reach base streaks, or what is the record for reach base streaks for an LSU player?
Pitch missing high, make it 2-0 to Curiel.
I mean, to start off the season, you would think that 29 games to start off the season, and for a freshman, or if they're not at the top, they're both pretty close.
No doubt. 2 balls, no strikes to Curiel. Here's the pitch. That time at the belt across the plate, and it's 2-1. Nation again making just his second start, although he has been busy for the Bulldogs this year. 14th appearance on the year. There's a curveball for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Good pitch. Big sweeping curveball.
Yeah, started in on Curiel, the left-hander, that breaks right across the heart of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, that one didn't have enough break. Inside high, 3-2.
Yeah, the scouting report calls it a slider, but it looks like a little bit more of a curveball. Maybe it's something new that he's picked up.
3-2 pitch, high and outside, and Curiel makes it 30 straight games reaching base. He does it with his first at bat, a leadoff walk here to start the bottom of the first inning.
No drama tonight. Got that taken care of real quick. 30, that's hard to believe, man. 30 straight games.
Yeah, we thought for a moment that over the weekend that might be in jeopardy. In fact, it was in jeopardy until his very last at bat.
On Saturday, right? Or no, Friday.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Jared Jones comes to the plate. Jared batting .404. Off to an incredible start, as expected. First delivery missing from Nations, 1-0.
I wasn't here for Saturday's game, but that home run to center sounded pretty impressive.
Wow. Yeah, it was something. 439 feet traveling up the batter's eye and straightaway center field. There's a called strike to even it up to Jones now, 1-1. 111 miles per hour off the bat. That one, as you say, partner, probably looked like an egg when it came down.
Yep.
Curiel will take his lead off first. Nation looks over. Now the 1-1. Big swing, but fouled right side out of play, and it's 1-2 now to Jones.
So coming up this weekend, you got Oklahoma, whose pitching staff is 9th in the league in ERA. They're 14th in batting average against, 14th in hits.
The 1-2. Breaking ball inside, just missed Jared Jones. That'll even the count now to Jared, 2-2.
That said, sounds like they do give up their fair share of hits. Those 3 starters are all very good, starting with the Thursday night starter, who is, potentially a top 10 pick in the draft.
Coach Johnson telling us last night on his weekly radio show, it's not quite a carbon copy of Kentucky style, but they use just about every means possible offensively. And he said it's going to be important once again, just like when you take on the Wildcats, to always eliminate the leadoff hitter, because once they get aboard, anything's possible. Full count now to Jones with a runner at first, nobody out, no score, bottom of the first inning. The pitch. Inside, missed the inside corner with a fastball, and that'll move Jones down to first base. So back-to-back walks, and the Tigers had a little something cooking here in the bottom of the first inning, as now we'll see Daniel Dickinson.
And just to finish up on Oklahoma, if you look at the offensive numbers, they're not ranked above 10th in the SEC in any of the offensive categories. They're first in triples, but that's not really one that you look at. But I will say they're first in stolen bases. And with LSU have already played Missouri and shut the running game down that weekend, I might add. They've already kind of had a live practice against a team that's going to run a lot.
First pitch to Dickinson will catch the outside corner with a fastball at 88. Bell tie, good pitch there. Not much Dickinson can do with that one, and it's 0-1. Curiel aboard on a walk. He's at second. Jones likewise at first. Dickinson squared to bunt. The pitch was low and inside. That'll leave in the count now to Daniel. 1 ball and 1 strike.
But like I said, you can take all that and throw it out on the window when you're on the road in the SEC. And then, of course, there might be some weather to battle through, too. That's
the 1-1 driven down the line in left. This one is fair. Takes a bounce all the way to the wall. That will bring in Curiel. Jones on his way to third, and an RBI double off the bat of Daniel Dickinson, and the Tigers get the early lead 1-0. Walk, RBI double, just the way Jay Johnson drew it up.
That's it. Timely hits, get on base, find a way, and we've already got a mound visit here. And there's no one down in the bullpen at the moment.
Pitching coach for Louisiana Tech, Cooper Fouts, out there to talk it over with the starter, Connor Nation, along with catcher Eli Birch. So a 1-0 lead off the bat of Dickinson. That'll bring Ethan Fry to the plate next. Fry, the DH. Off to another great start. 377 his average, 478 with runners in scoring position. Had a couple of key at-bats over the weekend in that win, series win and sweep over Mississippi State, including in that nail-biter Friday night, 2-1. He had one of the 2 home runs that made the difference. So now runners second and third. Nobody out. A 1-0 LSU lead. The first pitch from Nation way upstairs and outside. 1-0. Yeah, the first thing I did on Monday after resting a little bit on Sunday, Doug, was check the forecast in Norman, and it was not very pleasing, but maybe things can change between now and Thursday. Here's the pitch to Fry. It's missed inside and got away from the catcher Birch towards the first base dugout, but Jared Jones will stay put at third base. It's now a 2-0 count to Ethan Fry.
Yeah, you had probably just started putting up the winter clothing. And this weekend, I heard somebody say it could be some snow flurries up there at some point.
You know, it's amazing. We took on Oklahoma in men's basketball, I want to say late February. And I'm thinking Norman, Oklahoma. I'm thinking Oklahoma. As this one swatted in the air by Fry to center field, as Berkeley going over makes the play in center, but plenty deep enough for Jared Jones to tag up, come home. A sac fly RBI off the bat of Ethan Fry gives him RBI number 20 of the year, and it's 2-0 LSU. Advancing over to third base now is Dickinson with just 1 out. But the basketball trip, we were rushing to get out of the game, get to the airport, and get in the air because snow was falling when we walked outside of the arena. That was my first ever trip to Norman, Oklahoma. So it is slightly cooler than it is here in South Louisiana. That'll bring Stephen Milam to the plate. Milam over the weekend, 2 for 11. It's the first pitch, a strike on the outside corner at the knees. We'll make it 0-1. Stephen batting from the right side. Of course, the switch hitter, sophomore out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Comfortable either side and can do damage from either side. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside. Evens the count now to Milam, 1-1. Dickinson, who had the RBI double, now stands at third. The 1-1, a bouncer towards third. Going to be gloved at third by Coates. He'll throw home. A good throw. Got it into Birch. The tag applied. And Dickinson out at home plate for the second out of the inning. Again, running that time quickly down the line, but a great heads-up play by Coates. That ground ball got to him in a hurry, and he was able to make the throw and beat Dickinson by several feet as the tag was applied by Eli Birch. So that'll bring Jake Brown to the plate. Now with a runner at first. As Milam arrives safety on that fielder's choice on the play home. Brown batting .364. Led the Tigers over the weekend in those 3 wins over Mississippi State, batting .429. First pitch to the left-hander. It's a slider that misses outside, and it's 1-0. Brown went 3 for 7 with 3 runs scored, drove in a run.
Yeah, 3 for 3 stolen bases, too. He's now 8 of 11 this year.
Pitch misses outside with a fastball. Now make it 2-0 to Brown. Milam with a short lead off first, the 2-0 pitch. Above the letters, missing ball 3. So now a 3-0 count with 2 outs and a 2-0 lead for LSU here in the bottom of the first inning. Saturday's game, the Tigers exploded for 8 runs on 8 hits against Mississippi State. Jay Johnson said it may be the most explosive single inning, especially to start a game he's ever seen, as Brown takes ball 4, and another free pass will send him to first, and runners now first and second with 2 outs. And we'll see Cade Arambidi, catcher tonight for the Tigers, come to the plate. Arambidi batting for the 29th time on the year, a .250 average. Batting .333 with runners in scoring position with 10 RBI on the year.
Yeah, it was. Go ahead.
I was going to say Connor Nation struggling a little bit here to start the game.
Yeah, we've got a Bulldog down there warming up already, a right-hander.
Milam takes a lead off second. Brown the same at first as the pitch in the dirt. Got away from Birch. Rolls all the way to the backstop, and the Tigers will advance to second and third. Again, things going kind of rough here for Connor Nation to start the game.
I think that's Cade Parker down there, although these numbers are really tough to read.
Last year, Nason had 23 appearances on the mound for the Bulldogs, had 5 starts, finished with a 4.15 ERA and 39 innings of work. Did finish 5-0 on the year. Pitch high and inside to Arambidi. Moves the count 2-1. Two outs, runners second and third. The pitch, ground ball, gets by a diving Sappert at shortstop. That'll score Milam. They'll go ahead and wave around Brown. He'll come in to score. A 2-run single off the bat of Arambidi as he adds to his RBI total. And the Tigers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first add 2 more. It's 4-0 LSU.
And that average continues to slowly rise for Cade Arambidi. Up to 276 now.
Michael Braswell also seen his average start to rise after a slow start offensively. Braswell with a good weekend when called upon. He went 2 for 4 against Mississippi State. First pitch, strike with a fastball from Nation, and it's 0-1.
I actually think that's number 40 down there warming up.
The 0-1 to Braswell. Outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fans join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation and proud partner of LSU Athletics. Braswell batting .222 with 2 outs in the inning. The 1-1. He'll swing. Foul it back into the screen and falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers so far 4 runs on 2 Bingo Pest Product base hits. Remember, fans, Bingo Pest Products, guaranteed overnight extermination with Bingo. Infield playing straight up to Braswell, who will swing, put this one in the air to right center field. Coming over is Dross, the right fielder. He'll settle under it and have it for out number 3. But the Tigers played 4 runs in the first frame on 2 hits. They leave 1 runner on. It's a 4-0 lead as we head to the top of the second. Bulldogs from Louisiana Tech come to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
There's nothing like the feeling of a grand slam, and every great play deserves a great sip. With 15% alcohol by volume and a colorful collection of fun flavors, Buzz Balls are the perfect ready-to-drink cocktail for every moment of the game. Try the rich Choco Chiller, zesty Lime Rita, spicy chili mango, or discover your new favorite flavor. From play ball to the final pitch, there's something for everyone to enjoy in a matter of seconds. So cover all your bases and buy Buzz Balls today. Buzz Balls is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy Buzz Balls responsibly. Buzz Balls, Carrollton, Texas.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, a good start by William Smith on the mound and a good start by the Tigers at the plate. They lead 4-0 here as we hit the top of the second inning. From the box, they lead Louisiana Tech. Fans a reminder, scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Perfect place. Catch LSU baseball or the NCAA men and women's basketball tournament this time of year. Find your nearest location, order online, or go to the app. Walk On Sports Bistro for the win. First pitch to Zeb Ruddle from Smith rises high, and it's 0-1.
All kinds of former Tigers in this lineup.
Yep. It's the 1-0 from Smith. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball at 94, and it's 2-0.
Zeb is at 268 on the year. He started 22 games now. 19 hits and 71 at bats.
There's a swing by Ruddle, high in the air to left field. Going back is Curiel. This thing's going to carry its way into the left field landing. So the former Tiger, now for Louisiana Tech, hits the home run deep to left field. Picks up his second home run of the year. That gets Louisiana Tech on the board. It's now 4-1.
Imagine that's got to be pretty cool for Zeb Ruddle and his family.
Now Trey Hossie at the plate. The left-hander takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Hossie, the freshman out of West Monroe, as this pitch gets down low, gets away from Aaron Beatty, and it moves the count 2 balls, no strikes.
Let's see if Schmidt can flush it here.
(2-0) to Hossie, and he'll foul this one to the screen. Down the third base dugout. Moves the count now 2-1.
I'll tell you this, he's living at 96, 97. No such thing as 95 so far.
Hossie, the freshman, getting the start here tonight, and the 2-1. Hit hard but foul, back out of play, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, Chris, Coach Burtman used to talk about players graduating graduating from the pressure barrier of playing at LSU, being able to go out there and relax and play your brand of baseball. And there's 2 pitchers out of the bullpen so far that have done that. I'll let this pitch go.
2-2 to Hossey. This one driven down the line in right, but it is a fair ball just beyond the low seating. Nope. Looked like they initially said fair. Our first base umpire, Christopher Simons, pointed fair, and then home plate umpire Luke Weems came out, and then they both looked at each other and said, yep, it is foul.
Honestly, I think I saw that with my own 2 eyes.
Nope, they're going to say it's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Weems who was caught off guard.
Yeah.
But Simons never doubted. He was down the line and said it was fair, took a bounce just beyond the low seating, so it will be a double for Hossey. Yeah, I thought for sure it was fair just beyond the new wall down the right field line.
Yeah, actually a ground rule double down there.
Yeah, bounced out. That's the second one we've seen this year. Once it gets in that corner, if it takes a bounce and it's got any trajectory to the right, it's not going to stay in the field of play. So a ground rule double by Hossey. After plating 1 run, they have a runner now in scoring position. Here's a swing and a miss with a breaking ball by Eli Birch, the catcher, and it's quickly 0-2. Got to rely on the umpires. We have no view, at least I don't. This one's high in the air off the bat. Again, shallow right field. This time Dickinson able to get to it. A couple of feet on the outfield grass to record out number 1. That'll leave Hossey at second base and 1 gone. And a 4-1 LSU lead.
So with newcomers, Coach Burton would challenge the newcomers to graduate, to get over the pressure of playing at LSU. And the Tigers have, I count 6 guys down in that bullpen that are right on that verge. They have the stuff. They can absolutely get outs at this level. I'll go through those 6 guys and tell you why it's important that just one of them right now finds a way to graduate.
Brody Drost, another left-hander, takes the first pitch. It's a strike, 0-1.
So I think you've got Newt, Jacob Myers, Schmidt, Rizzy, Ware, and Binge, who certainly have the stuff to get outs in the SEC.
The 0-1. This time the fastball at 96 misses low, evens it up 1-1.
But so far it's about trust, and none of those guys have really given a reason for Jay Johnson and Coach Yeski to trust them. But of course Zach Cowan has and Cade Evans has, but if one more of those guys could.
1-1 delivery in the dirt, blocked up by Aaron Beatty. Now 2-1 the count to Drost.
That could open up the window of potentially having Cowan and Evans in 2 games each weekend, as opposed to what happened this weekend. Worst case scenario would have been that they both pitch in 1 game and they're burned the rest of the weekend. But really, I guess the second worst scenario is that they only pitched in 1 game each. Now, they won those 2 games, so that kind of made it worthwhile. But imagine if you could have Evans close on Friday and Saturday or Friday and Sunday. The only way that's going to happen is for one of these guys to step up and be a reliable guy out of the bullpen to eat up a couple innings to get to those 2. So LSU's bullpen is right on the verge of being pretty special, I think.
2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Bouncer towards first, takes a nasty hop. Jones knocks it down, has to pick it up, tosses to Schmidt at first, covering for the second out of the inning. Kind of felt like that last little hop could be trouble, and it was, but Jones, using the big body, knocked it down, picked it up quickly. Schmidt was running on a line to first and able to glove it and just beat the runner Drost to the plate.
Oh, nice play. I didn't think he beat him at first, but you said it. That hop just tore Jones apart. He couldn't do anything about it. It was hit too hard to charge it, and he had to just kind of eat that middle hop. But he did a great job of not panicking, finding the ball and immediately getting rid of it. And how about William Schmidt getting over there and having to come off the bag toward the second base side a little bit, keep the toe on the bag. That was a really, really good pitcher's fielding play.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Jared Jones and his ability to stretch at first. Let's give a tip of the cap to William Schmidt, the pitcher. He had to do the same thing and keep his foot on the bag, and does. Nate Yeski coming out for a quick meeting on the bump with the infield and Smith. 2 outs, runner at third now. It's a 4-1 LSU lead as Louisiana Tech put up 1 run so far on 2 hits. They've got 3 hits total for the game. And we'll see the bottom of the order. And a former Tiger and Will Safford, the starting shortstop. Now for Louisiana Tech, redshirt senior out of right here in Baton Rouge. A left-handed hitter. Got a Hossey on the ground rule double, now advancing to third, and the first pitch. High in the air, foul territory. Jared Jones coming over, trying to see if he has room. This one's going to get behind the screen, bounce off the top of the dugout, out of play, and it's 0-1 now to Safford.
Yeah, Will struggled a little bit at the plate this year, hitting 174, but you know, if you ask people around the program, they'll tell you Will Safford is the best shortstop that's ever been there. He has played a great shortstop this year, only 4 errors, and he has started every game out there at the shortstop position.
Was here at LSU 2021 and 2022. He appeared 32 games with 8 starts in the infield. This one's fouled off into the screen. Make it now 0-2 to Safford. Last year he had 39 starts for the Bulldogs. Finished batting 198.
What makes him special is his speed. He's 10 of 10 in stolen bases this year. If he gets on base, he is trouble.
Smith's 0-2 pitch. Just off the plate outside with a heater, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, going back to your point about LSU's bullpen, that's kind of what Jay Johnson said last night when asked about the trouble they had in Game 3 after Cowan and Evans both pitched so well in Game 1 and 2 of that series. Here's the 1-2, a bouncer again towards first. Knocked down by Jones. He'll track the ball down right side of the base, put his glove, pick it up in time to get Safford. That'll do it for the Bulldogs. They do play to run. They do it on 2 hits, and they leave 1 man on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's a 4-1 LSU lead. Tigers have the bottom of the order. Stanfield and Curiel and Jones due up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya.
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win. Tigers win.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers come to the plate here in the bottom of the second. They lead Louisiana Tech by a score of 4-1. Leading things off, bottom of the order, Chris Stanfield. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue, live Louisiana, we've got you. Stanfield batting .318, become a mainstay there at the bottom of the order. Again, almost like another leadoff hitter. He'll play that role here to start the bottom of the second as they'll put on the defensive shift left side of the infield. They've moved over the second baseman, Michael Ballard, just right of the bag. Showing bunt to Stanfield. There's a strike as he can't make contact, and it's 1-1. Stanfield batting .517 this year when leading off the inning. Started the season early on atop the order. Here's a swing, a little comebacker to the mound. Going to be handled by Landon Fontenot, who second pitcher of the night for the Bulldogs in place of Connor Nation. And Fontenot easily handles it, tosses to first, and Stanfield retired, and there's one away. We'll see Derek Curiel back to the plate. He got aboard on a walk back in the first inning, came in to score on that double by Dickinson that drove in 2 runs. Curiel again already now with 30 games reach base streak. Every game of his freshman campaign thus far. 408 hitter takes the first pitch from Fontenot, and it's a called strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Louisiana Tech currently set up straight away in the infield to the left-handed hitting Curiel. There's an off-speed delivery for his strike from Fontenot, and he works ahead early, 0-2. And it's Coates, Will Safford, Ballard, and Hawsey left to right across the infield. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Zeb Ruddle, Berkeley, and Drost left to right in the outfield. Eli Birch completes the battery with relief pitcher Landon Fontenot. Here's the 1-2 to Curiel. Swing and a ground ball sharply hit, backhanded by Ballard. He'll knock it down, pick it up, throw in time to first to get the speedy Derek Curiel for the second out of the inning. Sharply hit by Derek, skipping along the infield grass. A great job by Ballard getting to it. Knocked it down again, did not panic. Able to make a good throw to the first baseman Halsey. And there's 2 out. We'll see Jared Jones. He also was walked, came around to score on that Dickinson base clearing double. First pitch outside, missing. 1-0. The 1-0 to Jones. Big swing, but rocketed back foul into the screen, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones finished the weekend 3 for 12, 4 runs scored. Did have that incredible home run to straightaway center field in game 3, his 10th of the year. This one's fouled back, just missed on a fastball offering from Fontenot, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jones. Get a great crowd on hand for a midweek affair. Plenty of fans at both the left field landing and in the diamond deck, and of course down both left and right grandstands as Jones reaches out, sends one high and deep. This baby is out of here. Home run number 11 for Jared Jones. That'll make it 5-1. Just went down with the bat on a pitch a little low and able to muscle it out of here to left field. Again, showing the strength and upper body strength, more importantly, of Jared Jones, who continues to lead the Tigers in the home run department. It's 5-1, not to mention RBI. Leading in both those categories for this very effective offense this year. That's RBI number 46 on the year for the junior first baseman. So Fontenot giving up his 2nd home run of the year. He's kind of cruising along there. Got 2 quick outs. Stanfield and Curiel, but Jared Jones takes him deep. Daniel Dickinson takes the first pitch, an outside corner called strike, and it's 0-1. Daniel again had the RBI single back in the first. His 19th, or check that, 36th RBI of the season. He's been a great addition out of the transfer portal. We talked a little bit about it over the weekend, and Jay Johnson discussed it last night, and that's the fact that you've got Dickinson out of Utah Valley, Zach Cowan out of Wofford, a number of what they used to call mid-major programs, and these guys being able to step right in, their game translating to the SEC level. Dickinson certainly a part of that group. As Jay said, it's the most they have taken from non-Power 4 schools since he's been here in the transfer portal, which goes to show you the scouting that is done by Jay and his staff, that they would be able to step in, play right away, and be so effective. 2-2 now, the count to Dickinson with 2 outs. A breaking ball swung on, bouncer to third. Coates pumps and throws to first for out number 3. The Tigers add a run. Jared Jones solo home run. 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on. It's a 5-1 LSU lead. We head to the top of the 3rd on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
to the beat with these chart toppers from the Louisiana Lottery. It's a smash hit. Play Hit $100, hitting it big with $100 prizes. The chart leaders keep coming. Scratch big, win bigger. Play Loaded $200, fully loaded with $200 prizes. And climbing the charts, it's $1,000 stacked high with $1,000 prizes. Play the biggest hits now at any lottery retailer. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
We head to the top of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
So far tonight, Louisiana Tech and LSU, they've combined for 6 runs on 6 hits. The Tigers leading the Bulldogs 5-1. Each team with 3 hits so far. Colton Coates atop the order. Again, will face William Smith in the first pitch. Missing with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Coates grounded out to Smith back in the first inning. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner at the belt, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Some chase thrills, others drive it. Fans with the 2025 Tundra and Tacoma, adventures at every turn. Go to your local Toyota dealer. Visit Toyota.com today. Adventure, it's what we share. Smith's 1-1 pitch low. It's now 2 balls, 1 strike. Going back to the conversation about transfers and what a benefit they've been to this team. Here's the 2-1. Lifted foul out of play off the bat of Coates. You remember in the preseason coming out of fall ball, and even there in January, there were a lot of question marks about, okay, if Milam's going to go to shortstop, he was so sure-handed at second base, who's going to fill that role? And of course, everybody was learning about Daniel Dickinson just based on his time at Utah Valley. Here's the 2-2. And this one hammered foul. Line drive foul down the left field line. Still 2-2. And boy, all of those concerns, worries, question marks have been answered very early on here with this middle infield with Dickinson at second and Milam at short. Not that you ever question Milam at shortstop, but Dickinson has come in and made this middle infield one of the better ones in the country, as this one's fouled back off the bat of Coates. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jay also mentioned that maybe everybody wasn't aware that there was a big concern on his part because Milam had a little bit of an injury he had suffered and was getting over leading into opening day. And he said, but man, oh man, it's worked out so far so good, as this pitch missing high from Smith will fill the count 3-2.
Yeah, of course, knock on wood, but I mean, Dickinson's a bingo. When you talk about the transfer portal, in fact, I'd like to see a list of the most impactful portal guys so far this year.
Here's a ground ball, handled it first, right inside the line by Jones. He was playing back behind the bag about 10 feet.
That was great.
And just did a great job going to the line, gloving it.
Well, he kind of, toe tapped the line like a wide receiver with the glove in foul territory. His feet were still in fair territory. A heads-up play there by the big guy to get the first out.
Yeah, after review, the catch was made. He was in bounds. Garrison Berkeley now stands in with 1 out, nobody on. Smith's first pitch off speed, missing a little high and inside. It's 1-0. Berkeley flied out to shallow right, and Jake Brown his first time up in the first inning. Smith working quickly, and the 1-0. Catches that inside corner at the knees. Another breaking ball, and it evens the count 1-1.
I would bet this will be it for William Schmidt. Cooper Williams is tossing down in the Tigers bullpen. Looks like he's getting ready to enter the game.
The 1-1.
Nice pitch.
Ooh, just missed the outside corner, but a better eye by Berkeley to stay away. And it's now 2 balls, 1 strike. Smith about to deliver his 45th pitch of the night. Here's the 2-1. Again, the breaking ball, and again, good eye by Berkeley. Loaded the bat, but stayed back. It's now 3 balls, 1 strike. Fastball called strike. Speeds him up at 96, and it's now a full count, 3-2. I mentioned Zach Cowan, the transfer from Wofford. Talked about Dickinson, and lest I forget, Luis Hernandez, the transfer from Indiana State, who, as we knew, offensively was going to be strong, but has done a great job behind the plate. There's a called strike 3 on a fastball right at the knees, inner half of the plate, and Smith strikes out the batter. Berkeley retired, 2 gone. Here in the top of the third, we'll see Michael Ballard, who had a single back in the first inning and was left stranded.
Yeah, and how about Anthony Ianson?
Yep.
Forget that guy. Stanfield. Then a pretty good guy out there in center field.
First pitch to Ballard from Smith. Misses outside, 1-0.
Stanfield's hitting .318 so far on the year. He's hitting .330 in SEC play.
The 1-0. Upstairs, missing 2-0. Not to mention the fact he's been solid defensively. Highlighted by the catch on Saturday, or rather Friday night, early Saturday morning, I should say, in game 2 of that series. This pitch gets loose from Smith. Ducking out of the way is Ballard, and it's now 3-0. Jay was laughing last night. He said, I had seen 2 blasted baseballs, one by Jared Jones to that part of the park that did not get out of here as that pitch misses high, and that will give Ballard a 2-out walk. So a runner aboard now for the Bulldogs. He said, off the bat, I thought, well, if Jared didn't get it out of here on that night, this one's not going anywhere. He said, then later I went back and watched the play and saw Stanfield go right into the 405 sign there in deep center, and he thought, well, that was a little farther than I thought it was.
When I turned on my laptop or the one that we used for that information, that last pitch was still up on the screen. 405 feet, 103 miles an hour off the bat. It had us on the edge of our seat for sure.
Well, you were just about right, as LSU's Jay Johnson now with 2 outs after giving up the 2-out walk. He will make a call to the bullpen here. William Cooper coming in out of the right field bullpen to face the DH Mexico with 2 outs and a runner at first. Pitching change, as always, powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. We'll get you the numbers when we return after this. LSU leading 5-1, top of the third on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
5-1, LSU leading Louisiana Tech still early on here, top of the third inning. Tiger starter William Smith headed to the dugout, and Cooper Williams taking over for the Tigers. As expected, Doug mentioned it to you. William Smith wanted to get him some work out here in the midweek, but certainly want to keep him available. Jay mentioned to me down in the clubhouse, certainly for a possible Game 2, which would come on Friday against Oklahoma later on in the week. Sebastian Mexico, the DH for Louisiana Tech, will face Cooper Williams to get it back to action. And the first pitch from Cooper, a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Coop making his 9th appearance of the year. He's gone 6 1/3 so far. 2 hits and a run. It was an earn. And 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 105 off the lefty.
There's a strike on the outside corner to get ahead early. 0-2. Ballard aboard on a walk will take his lead off of first. Williams looks over with 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 and a tapper towards first. Jones right there comes in a few steps, fields it, and steps on the bag for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 man left on for the Bulldogs. We've played 2.5. It's a 5-1 LSU lead. The Tigers come to the plate. It'll be the meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Ethan Fry, Stephen Milam, and Jake Brown. 4, 5, and 6 when we continue. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya!
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The bottom of the 3rd inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Ethan Fry will get it started for the Tigers. They lead 5-1 here in this midweek affair. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Fry with a sac fly RBI back in the 1st inning. The Tigers 5 runs on 3 Bengal Pest Product base hits thus far. Landon Fontenot back out for his 2nd inning of work in relief, and it's a 1-1 count to Ethan Fry. Now we talk a lot about the transfer portal and the movement in all sports when it comes to college athletics, but how about a story about like Ethan Fry? Who again grew up Rose Pine, Louisiana, signed with the Tigers. Things did not go his way early on, some of it due to injury, as this pitch is down low. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But boy, oh boy, you just had a sense when he arrived on campus that he could certainly be an asset, if nothing else, in the offensive department, and that is what he has done this year, being healthy thus far. Here's the 2-2. And a called strike 3 at the knees. Ethan, I'm not sure, agreed with that one, but he will make his way to the dugout. 1 gone. Strikeout by Fontenot. That's his 1st in relief, and that'll get Stephen Milam to the plate.
Yeah, really it was a win-win for LSU. If it didn't work out over here at the box, he could just go right across the street and bust some heads on that football team. I promise you. He would certainly fit in, at least by stature.
Stephen Milam on the day. second bat of the night as the pitch missing high with a fastball, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Milam got aboard on a fielder's choice, eventually came around to score his 29th run scored of the year. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, but outside and high, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. There's one thing about Stephen Milam. First off, he is an incredible player in the field and at the plate. It's the 2-0 is a swing and a miss. Make it 2-1. He also is really one of the tops in that locker room with the cleat game.
Oh, no question about it. Always clean.
Here's the 2-1. Just missed inside. Fontenot came back with a fastball, but now 3-1 to Milam.
Got the Stars and Stripes special down there tonight. Red, white, and blue.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Outside and high. Milam going to draw a walk. He'll head down to first base. His 16th base on balls of the year as Fontenot gives up his first walk in relief. That'll bring a timeout. And Eli Birch going to hand deliver the baseball, go out talk with his reliever here. Looks like there's a right-hander up and throwing, about to start throwing for the Bulldogs tonight. 1 out and a runner on for the Tigers, who lead 5-1. A reminder, baseball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season here at the box. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. The official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. Expect the expected in SeatGeek. We'll see Jake Brown come to the plate. He got aboard on a walk, also scored a run. Back in that first inning. Here's a swing, a little tapper, and a bouncer towards second. Going to be backhanded by Ballard. He stepped on the second base bag, then tried to throw to first, but Brown able to beat it out. They'll get Milam at second for the second out of the inning. Nice play by Ballard. Just Jake Brown a little too fast to be able to turn 2 unassisted.
Yeah, and the ball wasn't quite hit hard enough. They made it close, though.
Excellent effort there by Ballard. But it still leaves LSU with an out to work with here in the bottom of the third. And Cade Arambidi to the plate. He drove in 2 runs with a single back in the first inning. RBI 11 and 12 on the season. As Doug mentioned, his average now inching up. 276 after that single. As a throw over to keep an eye on Brown at first base. He's back easily. Brown's certainly going to draw the attention of every pitcher he faces when he's on base. Whether it's first or second or make it third. LSU a lot more aggressive this season. And again, another throw over by Fontenot. Lefty on righty matchup here. And a third throw over. And again, Brown, a very short lead, able to take 2 steps, get back on the bag easily.
They see the numbers. Leads the team in stolen base attempts.
Now the pitch to the plate to Arambidi. Breaking ball off speed, called strike, and it's 0-1.
That was a good pitch. Couple surprises around the SEC right now.
And again, Fontenot going to toss over. Keep an eye on Brown.
11 and 16 Memphis lead Mississippi State 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And UAB's out in front of Auburn right now 4-2.
Fontenot's 0-1 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Fastball didn't miss by much, but Arambidi now looks at a 1-1 count.
The only other real surprise is Texas and Texas State are tied at 1 apiece.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the fastball from Fontenot, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. SEC scoreboard updates always presented by Republic Finance. Get started at republicfinance.com/Tigers. Another throw over. Again, Brown, a very short lead thus far. But they're trying to keep it that way here with 2 outs. The Tigers up 5-1. Arambidi now facing a 1-2 count. Fontenot, the left-hander, delivers. Off speed, missing low, gets away from Birch, but not far enough, and it's now an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kentucky, the only team off tonight in the league. And only 2 schools are on the road. That would be Mississippi State and Oklahoma. They're in Frisco, Texas, playing Texas Tech.
2-2 pitch outside to Aaron Beatty. Now that will fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This inning started. Ethan Fry, a strikeout victim. Milam aboard on a walk, then on a fielder's choice. He's erased at second base. Allowed Brown to reach safely, but now Fontenot will have to deliver a payoff pitch to Aaron Beatty. Payoff pitch to the plate, and a called strike 3. Aaron Beatty thought it may have missed the inside corner, not according to our home plate umpire, Luke Weems. And Fontenot records his second strikeout. The Tigers are done. No runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. We played 3 complete here at the box. 5-1 LSU leads. Bulldogs to the plate when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
For the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. For the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
We're back.
Louisiana Tech comes to the plate. They trail LSU 5-1. Hit the top of the 4th inning. And the first pitch to Zeb Ruddle. He'll drive on a line drive to right, but a great job by Brown. Able to get over, put the glove up, and record 1 out. So Cooper Williams there, 1 pitch, 1 out to start the top of the 4th inning. So far tonight, the Tigers 5 runs on 3 hits. Louisiana Tech 1 run on 3 hits. Cooper Williams, second pitcher of the night for the Tigers. William Smith got the start.
Zeb Ruddle came to swing the bat tonight.
He did. Here's a ground ball right back to the mound. Williams knocks it down, falls to the ground, then tries to pick it up from his knees and throw to first. It got away from Jared Jones, and then after the throw went all the way to the side wall. There was a collision, I believe, either with Jones and Dickinson and the base runner Halsey.
They just called him out. They just called him out because I guess he made a turn towards second base on the overthrow, but tried to get back, and then it looked like he rolled his ankle. He just fell right out there on the outfield turf. He's limping it off right now, but the umpire, I think they're going to call him out.
Again, Williams did a great job with the reflex to knock it down. He went to a knee, picked it up, then threw it nowhere close to Jones.
Yeah, he did go to second. Oh, look at that. Wow.
And then just kind of as he was turning, Doug, I think you're right. I'm not sure anybody from LSU ran into him. He went between Jones and Dickinson, but as he tried to turn, it looked like his ankle gave out on him right there. Yeah. I thought for a moment in real time maybe he had clipped either Dickinson or Jones, but he did not. He just had a tough turn and plant on that ankle, and that's a tough break for Halsey, as you said, ruled out, and now hobbling his way back to the third base dugout. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He gets a hand from a crowd here That's a very tough break for Hawsey.
Really tough, and I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually, where the player was injured badly enough where they couldn't scramble back to the bag, but an incredible break for the Tigers. And Chris, I think that's going to be a hit because he made his attempt for second, but they haven't awarded it a hit yet on the scoreboard at least. So it'll be interesting to see what they call that one.
Yeah, they're still mulling it over. They haven't made an official decision, or at least
it's a hit.
Yep, they go now and make it the 4th hit of the night, but unfortunately trying to advance to second. Turns the ankle, falls down, and the Tigers record the out. So 2 gone. Hawsey hopefully going to be all right. He makes his way back to the dugout. And the pitch low and inside to Eli Birch. Now a 2-0 count to Birch, who popped out to Dickinson at second base in shallow right field, his first time up in the second inning. See something new every time you come to the park.
You sure do.
Off-speed pitch from Cooper and a called strike, and it's 2-1. Turned into a beautiful night here in Baton Rouge. Perfect night for baseball. Cloud cover dissipating. Still a few in the area as the sun has found its home in the western sky. 3 balls, 1 strike to Birch. This pitch way outside. That'll be ball 4, offered up by Williams. His first walk granted. Put Birch aboard with 2 outs. And we'll get Brody Drost to the plate. Drost 0 for 1. And the ground ball handled by Jones. Smith covering at first on the 3-1 putout. His first time up in the second inning.
Brody Drost had 281 on the year. He has 14 RBI.
Runner at first in Birch, who's 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Williams brings it to the plate, swung on, lifted high in the air. On the infield grass, Braswell clears everybody out of the way. Michael makes the play for out number 3. So the Bulldogs done, no runs, 1 hit. Tough break for the Bulldogs there in the top of the 4th inning. Still a 5-1 LSU lead. Tigers will have 8-9 top of the order due up. Braswell, Stanfield, top of the order Curiel when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
The bottom of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Bottom of the 4th inning coming your way with LSU leading this one 5-1. Tigers have Braswell, Stanfield in top of the order, Curiel on the way up. Noah McGee now will take over on the bump for Louisiana Tech. 3rd pitcher of the night as the Bulldogs make a pitching change, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Again with the injury to Trey Hawsey on a kind of a freak play on a throw from the mound that got away first base side on a ground ball, a comebacker. And he kind of turned on his ankle, could not get to second and was ruled out. He also now is going to get the ice pack as they'll move Colton Coates from third over to first and put Grant Como in at third base defensively. Braswell awaits on the first pitch from McGee, and it misses outside with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-0.
This is the sixth time out this year for McGee. Enters with a 5.79 ERA.
The 1-0. Upstairs, missing ball 2.
He's worked 4 2/3, allowed 5 hits, 3 earned runs. He has 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .294.
Braswell, fly ball out to right. Brody Drost his first time up. And this pitch from McGee gets loose over the top of the mitt of Birch all the way to the screen, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. So rough start here for Noah McGee entering the game. Braswell looks like he's got a little concern there with the early wild stuff. He'll stand back in. Will certainly get your attention.
It will. La Tech with 4 walks already, staring down number 5 here.
3-0 pitch. Missing for ball 4. So Braswell with a leadoff walk will get a runner aboard once again for the Tigers and get Chris Stanfield to the plate. He's 0 for 1. We'll see what Jay Johnson elects to do here. With nobody out and a 5-1 lead, Stanfield certainly a propensity to try to lay down the bunt. We'll see.
Or
Grounded out.
slash.
Yeah, or slash,
Not
indeed.
scared to slash it.
And the comebacker to the mound back in the second inning to Fontenot. Here's the first pitch, squared to bunt, and it's a called strike, 0-1. Grant Como crashing down from third base. He'll stay even with the bag just outside the infield cut of the grass here with an 0-1 count. Stanfield showing bunt again, but a throw over by McGee to check on Braswell. He's back safely. Fans, when the Tigers win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50. The day after an LSU baseball win, you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Again, Stanfield declaring, now will slash and lift one down the line in left. Coming in, Ruddle on the run, makes a diving catch and hauls it in for out number 1. That'll send Braswell back to first base. Off the bat, looked good, but credit Zeb Ruddle. Got a great jump on it, followed it in, made a great diving catch in left field for the first out of the inning.
You know, Chris, 9-10 years, I can't remember ever seeing a slash bunt in the last 9 seasons, and Stanfield's bringing that thing back. He is very good at that.
That'll bring Derek Curiel to the plate. Got aboard the first inning on a walk, came around to score a run, grounded out to Ballard last time, and a nice play by the Bulldogs second baseman. First pitch, a strike from McGee, and it's 0-1. Braswell aboard with a leadoff walk. He stands at first base. He'll take a 3-step lead off the bag. Noah McGee, the right-hander, comes set. The 0-1. A swing and a foul ball off the bat of Curiel, and it's 0-2. LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, ISC Constructors, powered by People. Souvenir t-shirt for the fans coming through the door tonight, thanks to our friends at ISC Constructors. There's a called strike 3 to Curiel. A rare strikeout, caught the inside corner, according to Luke Weems, our home plate umpire. And that will bring Jared Jones to the plate with 2 outs and a runner at first. Tigers plated 5 runs in the bottom of the first inning, or rather 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs scratched a run across in the top of the second. LSU answered with a run in the bottom half of that frame. That's where we are, 5-1.
That was a nice pitch. About thigh high, inner third.
Jones has reached base twice tonight. Board on a walk and scored. And then the solo home run to the left field landing, his 11th of the year to lead LSU. The first pitch outside, ball 1.
Pretty good win for another dinger.
Noah McGee comes set, checks the runner. Now the 1-0 pitch. He was swinging for the fences, but just couldn't get around on it. It's 1-1.
That baseball just took a sigh of relief.
2 outs, runner in Braswell at first. Here's the 1-1 to Jones.
Good pitch.
Wow, called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones, another. We talked about his improvement at first base. We talked about his adjustment to the breaking ball and his time here at LSU. He also has 22 walks to just 20 strikeouts this year. Here's the 1-2, way outside and high. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's ready for professional baseball in terms of being a hitter.
Braswell down at first, aboard on a leadoff walk. 2 outs and a 2-2 count. The pitch to Jones off the end of the bat, foul into the screen. Fans, it's a smash hit. Just made platinum status. Scratched your way to the top. Play hit $100 from the lottery. Hitting it big with $100 prizes. Remember, must be at least 21 to purchase. Tara takes a little extra time. Now we'll step back in. Reset the pitch clock for Noah McGee. Braswell at first, 2 outs and a 2-2 count. McGee fires. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Jared Jones doesn't move. Certainly shows his non-appreciation of that call as he now starts to head to the first base dugout. So the Tigers done, no runs, no hits. They do leave 1 man on. We go now to the top of the 5th inning. 5-1 LSU leading over Louisiana Tech. Bulldogs to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you live in Louisiana, you know what the mini plants up and down the river mean for our state's economy. And for over 40 years, Action Industries has been committed to providing quality construction, maintenance, operational, and consulting services through the refinery and petrochemical industries. When it comes to safety and quality, Action Industries beats the industry standard. Call today or visit actionindinc.com. That's actionindinc.com. Hey, Tiger fans, there's nothing quite like game day at the box. To add to the excitement at the ballpark, your defending national champions invite you to enjoy our all-beef 44 Farms Tiger Dogs. The finest dogs in the land because they are made of all-natural Angus beef. To learn more, please visit them at 44steaks.com. That's 44steaks.com. 44 Farms, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Uh-huh, yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, Safford, former Tiger, now Louisiana Tech Bulldog, going to lead it off. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, Bulldogs trailing LSU here at the box 5-1. Cooper Williams continues his relief outing. So far an inning and a third, 1 hit given up, 1 walk. First delivery to Safford, in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Another huge weekend in SEC play. It'll start Thursday. Top 10 matchup, LSU at Oklahoma. The 0-1. Strike on the inside corner off speed from Williams, and it's 0-2 now to Safford. Ole Miss and Kentucky will get together to start the weekend early in Lexington. And everybody else joins in on Friday. The 0-2 pitch setting up outside. Pitch was thrown there, but not chasing was Safford. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vanderbilt at Florida. Ole Miss at Kentucky, as we mentioned, starts on Thursday. Vandy and Florida in Gainesville on Friday. Alabama and Auburn set to do battle on the Plains beginning on Friday. Here's the 1-2, ground ball, and going down to glove it is Jared Jones again, right on the line behind the first base bag. Nice athletic play by the Bear. As he just came up and on the short hop, right left of the chalk, able to get it, step on the bag unassisted, and one gone. Safford retired.
Yeah, that's the 5th play tonight for Jared Jones. Been pretty good over there. Safford, almost identical back-to-back at bats. Ground outs to Jones.
Colton Coates, top the order, takes the first pitch from Williams. Low for ball one, 1-0. Other series going on. South Carolina and Mississippi State will do battle at Dudy Noble starting on Friday. As this one swung on, lifted to center field. Stanfield, a great jump, comes in, makes it look easy. Gloves it for out number 2, and Coates retired for a 3rd time tonight. That'll get Berkeley to the plate. He's 0 for 2, sitting in the 2 spot.
About Cooper Williams with an inning and 2/3, 2 innings of work now, 1 hit allowed, only 1 walk, but 17 pitches to get 6 outs.
You know, you go back to the conversation you had about the LSU bullpen. Cooper Williams was actually named by Coach Johnson last night on his show as there's a called strike to set up Berkeley 0-1. And he mentioned a number of guys, as I said earlier, kind of following up on what you said, almost word for word. There's a strike on the inside corner with a fastball now. Williams works ahead 0-2. He said, hey, he didn't have his best outing. Brought him out of the bullpen. He and a number of arms in that Game 3 that straddled Saturday night and Sunday morning. Here's the 0-2, and it misses outside. Good 0-2 pitch, but Berkeley not willing to chase. It's 1-2. Kind of summed it up with, hey, they wouldn't be here if they didn't have talent. We need to get them experience. They got to be able to handle SEC weekends.
Yeah, the pressure.
That pitch is inside. Evens the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes, which I think sums up why we're seeing him get to pitch tonight. They have a lot of confidence in Cooper Williams and his talent. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 2-2, and that almost got a piece of Berkeley, just missed him. And it's now 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, those fastballs inside are intentional. He's not missing by much.
Payoff pitch, just missed. Again, not by much off the inside corner, and that will send Berkeley down to first base on a 2-out walk. And we'll get Michael Ballard up to swing. He's 1 for 1, a single in the first, aboard on a walk in the 3rd inning. Continuing the SEC weekend, Texas A&M, again, a rough start for the Aggies, now 1-8 in SEC play. They travel to Knoxville. They'll take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Again, are tied at the top of the standings along with Georgia, Arkansas, and Texas at 8-1. There's a throw over. Keep an eye on the runner, Berkeley.
That's a tough break for A&M.
You see the kerfluffle in College Station over the weekend between A&M and Kentucky? Actually, it was really between the 2 head coaches.
You're
Another
telling
throw
me
over.
about it.
Yeah, a little upset over maybe trying to push the curfew on a travel day. Now time called. Jay Johnson on his way out here. It's a slow walk. Again, he's got a right-hander who appears to be ready. And
Rizzi.
He'll make the call for Maverick Rizzi to exit the bullpen and enter the game. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th and a 5-1 LSU lead, the Bulldogs have a runner at first. And the Tigers will make a pitching change powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Keep your home turf in tip-top shape. Give you the numbers on Rizzi. Get back to action here on a Tuesday night. 5-1 LSU leads on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
New pitcher on the mound for the Tigers here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs. Bulldogs with a runner down at first base. Big, tall, hard-throwing right-hander Maverick Rizzi takes over on the bump for Cooper Williams. Rizzi, another named by Jay Johnson last night. In fact, he said Maverick Rizzi, before his time is done here in Baton Rouge, he is going to be a top-notch pitcher. We know he can throw hard, working on tightening that strike zone a little bit, tunneling that strike zone, but he certainly has the stuff. He'll take over and he'll face Ballard at the plate when play resumes.
Yeah, this will be Rizzi's 12th time out, which leads the team and proves that Jay Johnson definitely believes in the tall right-hander. He enters with a 5.06 ERA. In 10 2/3 innings, he's allowed 7 hits and 6 runs. He has 8 walks and 9 strikeouts, and that's what could improve a little bit.
Well, Michael Ballard stands in. Again, he's reached base twice tonight, a single and a board on a walk last time. Rizzi fires. First pitch launched into the air. Shallow center field. Stanfield at full speed coming in. He'll make the call, and the veteran center fielder makes the play for out number 3. So good job by Rizzi. Comes in, elicits a fly ball out to center, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits. They do leave one man on. We played 4.5 on this Tuesday night. It's 5-1 Tigers. They come to the plate next. 3, 4, and 5. Meat of the order presented by 44 Farms, Dickinson, Fry, and Milam when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for You on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
How powerful is Cox Fiber?
Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live?
Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber, from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
On game day, Tiger fans are hungry for a win. So when LSU hits the field, Manda hits the grill with a legendary flavor that's in a league of its own. Manda's top quality meats and original seasonings are the fielder's choice for game day and every day. So from one legend to another, make sure Manda is on deck to throw a perfect game day party. Manda, the official smoked sausage of LSU Athletics.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
Daniel Dickinson will get it started for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead Louisiana Tech 5-1. After putting up a 4 spot in the bottom of the 1st inning, the Tigers added one more in the 2nd. Since then, both teams been held scoreless. Louisiana Tech on the board in the top of the 2nd inning. So Dickinson trying to get the Tigers off to a good start here in the 5th. The first pitch missing from McGee, who starts his second inning of work on the bump. Here's the 1-0. That one is strike at the letters to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. McGee working from the stretch. The right-hander fires the 1-1. Dickinson squared to bunt. Able to pull it back according to the first base umpire, Christopher Simons, and it's 2-1 now. McGee's 2-1 delivery. Hit high in the air to right field. Settling and circling under it now is Drost, and Drost will have it for the first out of the inning. So Dickinson retired. And we'll see Ethan Fry. Again, I mentioned A&M will be on the road on Rocky Top this weekend, taking on Tennessee. That series beginning on Friday. This one's going to be a good one. Georgia and Austin to take on Texas. That begins on Friday. And then Missouri will take on Arkansas in Fayetteville. This pitch out of the mitt of Eli Birch on the first offering to Fry, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Fry tonight 0 for 1. Have the sac fly RBI in the first. He was caught looking in the 3rd inning. McGee's 1-0 pitch upstairs. Now make it 2 balls, no strikes.
I think Alabama-Auburn's going to be an interesting series as well.
Seems like those two always have a little bit of drama around it.
Yeah, Bama at 6-3, Auburn at 4-5.
2-0 delivery. Hammered to left center field on a frozen rope, and this one is gone off the pitch clock. Oh, and they're going to.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say the umpire took a second, but that hit the pitch clock just left of Tony Sachery's sign and bounced back into play. But Ethan Fry with home run number 6, that one got out of here in a hurry. 102 miles per hour off the bat, made a beeline towards the LED screen in left center field.
Yeah, that was more like a golf drive than a ball off the bat. Low line drive, again, about as much of a line drive as you can hit and still get out of the ballpark. And you're right, that smoked that pitch clock out there.
Thought for a moment that the umpire thought it came off the top of the wall, but it clearly came off the clock above the yellow line.
Wow. I tell you what, man, if Ethan Fry keeps hitting home runs, that's a heck of a middle of a lineup with Jared Jones.
Second LSU online home run of the night. Jones and Fry, each with a solo shot. It's now 6-1 LSU. Stephen Milam against the right-handed throwing McGee will bat from the left side. Tonight aboard on a fielder's choice. Scored a run in the first. Got aboard left stranded by way of walk back in the 3rd. Birch going to set up outside, and the 1-0 pitch comes inside, but it catches the corner to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good to see they got a sturdy pitch clock out there, because that one
actually rattled a little bit. Something on top of it came loose.
The 1-1 high and inside to Milam, make it 2-1. McGee with the 2-1 delivery. Floats outside. Now make it 3 balls, 1 strike to Milam. Milam this year, 8 doubles, 1 triple, has 6 home runs. Average at .346. McGee's 3-1 pitch. Ground ball bouncer to first, coming in, gloving it. Coates will step on the bag. And there's 2 gone. Milam retired. And that'll get Jake Brown another at bat, his 3rd time to the plate. Aboard on a walk and scored in that 4-run first inning. Also reached base on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. We talked about it on Thursday night. I think you said it, Doug. I think LSU has kind of cemented its lineup based on the matchups. Here's a swing and a bouncer to second. Going to be easily handled by Ballard. He'll throw to first, and that'll do it. We'll talk more about that when we come back in the top of the 6th inning. Tigers do add a run. They do it on a solo shot from Ethan Fry to left center field. They now lead 6-1. We move now to the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs to the plate when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. LSU Online and Continuing Education offers over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses, meaning there's a program to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from wherever you are. From application to graduation, student support coaches provide one-on-one support to ensure you finish a champion. Start your journey at online.lsu.edu.
Tiger fans, no game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers able to plate a run in the bottom of the 5th inning thanks to Ethan Fry, who took one out of the park off the pitch clock in left center field. Solo shot makes it a 6-1 LSU lead as Louisiana Tech comes out here in the top of the 6th inning, 4-5 and 6-2 up. The DH Sebastian Mexico to lead it off. The left-hander takes the first pitch from Maverick Rizzi, who came in able to get the final out there in the 5th inning. This pitch missing low. Now make it 2 balls and no strikes. .69 right-hander delivers. And this one a base hit into left center field off the bat of Mexico. His first hit of the night. 5th of the evening for Louisiana Tech. And the leadoff man aboard here for the Bulldogs. Brings Zeb Ruddle, the left fielder, to the plate. Ruddle with a solo home run to left in the 2nd. Put a charge into one out to right field, handled by Brown last time. Hard hit ball. He's 1 for 2. Rizzi checks the runner at first, now fires to the plate, and it comes in low. 1-0. .1-0 delivery. Inside and in the dirt. Great job by Aaron Beatty sliding over to get it. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Speaking of the Oklahoma LSU series, Sooners winning the first 2 SEC series, 2-1. Dropped last week on the road in Tuscaloosa. Tied, able to take 2 of 3. The 2-0 misses outside. Now a 3-0 count to Ruddle.
Got to be careful here.
See if Ruddle has the take on, putting the onus on Rizzi. And the 3-0 pitch is there for a strike. Goes to the fastball, catches the inner half, and it's 3-1.
Looking for a double play ball here.
3-1. Called strike at the knees, even though Ruddle tossed the bat. Thought it was low, not according to the home plate umpire, and that'll field the count 3-2. So Rizzi trying to climb the ladder after starting him off 3-0. Connor Benj, the right-hander, is not up on the bump in the bullpen, but he's up and tossing early on. Here's the 3-2, right back to the mound. Takes the glove off Rizzi's hands. He will toss it underhanded. It rolls to first, and they'll say Ruddle beats it out. Came right back to Rizzi. He thought he had it in his glove, then realized the glove was on the ground. He had to pick it up. And then the low toss skipped across the grass. LSU going to challenge this call. So we'll go under review for the first time tonight. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
Yeah, in the glove was on the ground. He thought it deflected off the glove, and basically, Chris, he bowled the ball.
Yeah.
He bowled the ball from the pitcher's mound to first base. It was a strike.
No doubt.
And the big guy scooped it, and he's going to be out. And you can't really fault the first base umpire, Christopher Simons, because he can't see that. I mean, Bear Jones, it's thrown up the line towards the catcher. He's standing right on the line, so there's no way he could have seen that ball when it actually went into Jones's glove. You and I saw it, and I had a feeling that he was going to be out at first base, which there's going to be one out with a man at second.
Good to see Jared Jones. Zeb Ruddle, a couple of smiles over there as they wait for this replay, but after seeing the first slow-mo here in the booth, for those of you listening, I think Doug is right on it. This one probably going to be overturned. It's a quick talk. Now they're back out. And we'll get the call from our third base umpire.
After review, the runner at first is out. LSU has 2 challenges remaining.
So indeed, review works in favor of the Tigers. They keep both challenges, and there's one out. Though Mexico able to scoot on into second base. Nate Yeski now going to come out and visit with Maverick Rizzi on the mound, along with the LSU infield.
Looks like you got Connor Benj down in the bullpen, starting to get hot. He's not quite on the rubber yet, but pretty close.
You mentioned Rizzi bowling that over to first. Kent Lowe would have loved that. That was a strike without question.
It was
right down the middle of the lane.
You know how they even throw it halfway down the lane in the air, and then it kind of rolls and spins the rest of the way? That's pretty much what just happened. And again, you said it earlier. You can watch a lot of baseball. We've seen a couple thousand hours here over the years. Never seen a guy bowl it over there from the pitcher's mound to first base. Got the job done, though. Maybe he just came up with a different way. For years, they've been trying to make pitchers jog over there and just toss it because pitchers have a tendency to every now and then throw it down. But if you bowl it over there, it's going to be tough to get all the way down the right field line. I don't know.
So the meeting all wrapped up. Rizzi now back on the bump. Grant Como, who entered the game at third base defensively after the injury to the starting first baseman, Trey Hawsey, will bat for the first time. The redshirt sophomore out of Lake Charles takes the first pitch, missing ball 1. Runner at second for the Bulldogs, just one out. Rizzi's 1-0 delivery. Again, comes in low with a fastball, and it's 2-0.
Como's at 191 on the year. He started 15 games. This is his 19th appearance.
2 balls, no strikes. Rizzi looks back to second. The big right-hander fires, and a swing and a miss. 95-mile-an-hour heater on the hands, and it's 2-1. Mexico with a good lead off of second base. Rizzi looks back. Now the 2-1. Just a tad low. Now make it 3 balls and 1 strike to Grant Como. Como out of the baseball factory known as Barb High School. Here's the 3-1. Sent back foul above the first base dugout. That'll fill the count now 3-2. Just a 191 average for Como. He'll swing and fight off another fastball from Rizzi. Still 3 balls, 1 strike. 48th plate appearance for Como on the season. Rizzi comes set, 1 out, runner at second. Here's the payoff pitch to the plate. And again, Fastball fouled back. Still 3-2. Fans Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. Rizzi's 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball at 95. Just elevated slightly. Como down on strikes. 2 gone. Maverick Rizzi with his first punch out in relief.
Yeah, a little taste of Louisiana Bayou right there. Just climbed the ladder, blew it right by him above the belt. Tough to catch, 95 plus up there.
So now junior catcher Eli Birch to the plate. Reached base by way of walk in the 4th inning. Popped out to Dickinson his first time up in the 2nd inning. And a swing and a miss makes it 0-1. Rizzi with the off-speed delivery. Maverick looks back to second. Now the 0-1 way outside. And Aaron Beatty slides over to glove it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 ground ball, but left of third base foul. Rizzi works ahead 1-2. I haven't had a chance, Doug, to get your take on the revealing of the New York Yankees torpedo bats that made the news over the weekend.
You know, it
kind of looked like the Winnie the Pooh bat I had when I was 3.
It's a little different, but I can see where it would give a better feel for where the barrel is.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside corner, off speed again from Rizzi. Fans thought maybe it caught some of the outer black, but it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Birch.
You know, but I'll let him throw this pitch first. Talk about it maybe next inning after this punch out.
Runner at second, 2 outs, and the 2-2, a ground ball. They had the shift on. Dickinson having to run a mile, gloves it. Nice throw to first in time for the 3rd out. So that time Birch was trying to beat the shift, but Dickinson with his athleticism able to run it down and make the play. Louisiana Tech done here in the top of the 6th. It's still 6-1 LSU. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Tigers. That's Aaron Beatty, Braswell, and Stanfield. We'll return with more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's going to the track, the wall. See ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win! The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
6-1 LSU leading Louisiana Tech. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers will have Cade Aaron Beatty leading it off. We've got a new arm on the mound for the Bulldogs as they make another pitching change. Nate Kreider, a right-hander, will take over.
See what I can find on Nate Kreider. He's got a 5.68 ERA. He's 1-1 on the year. This is his 11th time out. He's worked 12 2/3 innings. He's allowed 11 hits, 8 earned runs, 11 walks, and 19 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .244.
Aaron Beatty 1 for 2 tonight. Drove in 2 runs with a base hit back in the first. He was caught looking last time in the third, and Kreider fires 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Aaron Beatty fouls it back. It's 0-1.
Fastball will sit 91 to 94, 95 miles an hour. Sliders 80 to 83. Throws a changeup and a cutter.
The 0-1 slam down the line in left, but it will catch the screen at the low seating foul. And it's 0-2 to Cade Aaron Beatty. We were talking about the torpedo bats. My first thought when the news came out, I'll show you what I'm thinking. Is you mean to tell me they've been playing Major League Baseball officially since 1876, and here in 2025 an MIT scientist determined, let's make the bats like this. Here's a swing and a miss. Ball got away from Birch, but he'll pick it up and throws it high. But luckily coming down with it is Coates. Almost threw it away, but Aaron Beatty retired and there's 1 out.
Yeah, it seems more like a Savannah Bananas thing than a New York Yankees thing, but on that same breath, they've probably looked into it, have their own scientists giving them all the reasons why it works. Apparently they're hitting a bunch of home runs, although the judge, he's not sold.
Yeah, I saw
but
that.
I don't know that it matters what he hits with, honestly. I mean, what is he, like 6'7", 275 or something like that? I mean, I'm pretty sure he could swing just about any bat and still hit home runs. But it's an interesting thing going on. I wonder how long it'll be till we see him all over the big leagues.
First pitch to Tanner Reeves, who now enters the game. Pinch hitter here for Braswell, expected to take over at third. Reeves takes the first pitch, a called strike from the right-hander Nate Kreider. The 0-1 skips off the plate, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's really what I'm waiting to see, is how many you just say, okay, that's what we're going to do now. And everybody's going to have torpedo bats.
Yeah, are we 2 years away from that is the new bat when you get to the bit, that is the new wood model?
Here's the 1-1 to Reeves. Inside, scoots him off the plate slightly, and it's now 2-1. Reeves on the year, batting .390. Again, before we ended the 4th inning, we were talking about the rotation in the lineup. Seems to be pretty ironclad here. It's the 2-1 to Reeves in the air to left field. Ruddle goes back, then stops on a dime and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. What I mean by that is Braswell and Reeves platooning at third base. Jake Brown, Josh Pearson, for the most part, platooning a position in the outfield. Most of the time, Brown's in right, although Pearson plays both left and right. Ethan Fry at DH or Pearson at DH. It seems to be a combination that Jay Johnson very comfortable with. We can pretty much count on based on the pitching matchup for each game. We'll see Chris Stanfield stand in. The first pitch to Stanny, a swing and a miss. A hammer fastball at 95 from Kreider. And it's 0-1. Stanfield tonight 0 for 2. Little comebacker in the 2nd. And a fly ball out to left field. The 0-1. Another strike at the letters on the outer half. Another fastball, and it's quickly 0-2. Two outs, nobody on, a 6-1 LSU lead. Kreider's 0-2 pitch. Low and outside, off speed, 1-2. Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. Kreider's 1-2 delivery. Outside, evens it up.
Kind of piggybacking on what you just said, with this lineup starting to, we can write it in, right? We don't need to worry about who it is because now it's starting to look the same every night. That reminds me of a couple other lineups that we've had the honor of calling over the years.
2-2 to Stanfield, a mile in the air to left field. Ruddle waits on it, may bring some precipitation, but he finally gets it for out number 3, and the Tigers are done here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We go to the top of the 7th. It's a 6-1 lead. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers.
Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees apply based on your state. All loans are subject to approval pursuant to standard underwriting criteria. Not all consumers will qualify. For more information, call 833-907-1737.
NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
6-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. A couple of changes. As we told you, Tanner Reeves came to the plate. He does take over at third base for the Tigers. And DJ Primo, after the Tigers finish up with Maverick Rizzi, Primo comes in as the Tigers make a pitching change once again, powered by Sunshine.
Yep, Primo going out for the 12th time. Now he ties Rizzi for the team lead in appearances. He's got a 4.70 ERA in 7 2/3 innings. He's allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 have been earned, 6 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Another one of those guys that you could add to that list of just right on the verge of graduating and finding his stuff out there even in the pressure moments. And I'm telling you, it'd be nice to, of course, have all 6 or 7 guys figured out, and some of them will, but the sooner one of those guys can join Evans and Cowan out of the bullpen as a dependable resource, the Tigers are going to be even better on the mound.
You can always count on me starting an interesting conversation with 2 outs and not being able to finish it.
No, I shouldn't have done that, actually.
But again, we were talking about the lineup, and now the consistency based on the matchups as Brody Dross, the right fielder, takes the first pitch from Primo that misses outside 1-0. And during the break, you made a very keen observation.
Yeah, I mean, the more you see those names, the earlier in the season you kind of see the same names, and you and I as announcers and all of the fans can kind of predict that Curiel's going to be in the leadoff spot and Jared Jones is going to hit second and so on. And so the more you can do that, the earlier you can do that is kind of an indication. I remember that being the case. And
swing by Drost, and this one's high and deep to right field, and Jake's going to run out of room, and this one's going to find itself in the diamond deck. So Brody Drost with his second home run of the year will make it a 6-2 ball game here.
How about that? Zeb Ruddle and Brody Dross, both former Tigers, only with 1 home run on the year, both hit a home run tonight. But anyway, I was going to say, it reminds me of the 23 year. It reminds me of 2017 with Kramer and Cole Freeman and Dykeman. It also reminds me of 2009 and 2000 and 1997 and so on and so forth. It's an indicator of those teams that usually end up deep in the postseason and sometimes, most of the time, in Omaha. So I think there's something to be said for coming out here every night and knowing where everybody's going to be, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 spots.
Here's a swing by Will Safford, fouled out of play left side, and it's 0-1. Safford tonight 0 for 2. Hit ground balls right at Jared Jones, and the Bears handled both of those unassisted. Safford batting here in the 9 spot. The 0-1. Throw it over the head, maybe even behind Safford to the backstop it goes, and it's 1-1.
That was missed a little there.
One ball, 1 strike. Pitch and a ground ball towards Milam at shortstop. Milam scoops it up. Strong throw to first. Safford retired, 1 gone. here in the top of the 7th inning. Colton Coates started the game at third base, moved to first after the injury, freak injury to Trey Hawsey. He moved over to first base, batting for the 4th time tonight. He's 0 for 3 in that leadoff spot. Primo's first pitch low for ball 1. Primo's 1-0 delivery. Missed outside, 2-0.
Yeah, Coates having probably the best all-around year offensively for the Bulldogs at this point in the season.
2-0 delivery. High chop over the mound. Dickinson waits on it. Gloves it behind second base. Throws to first in time for the second out. So a couple of ground ball outs solicited by DJ Primo. We'll get Berkeley to the plate tonight in the 2 spot. He's 0 for 2. He did reach base on a walk last time in the 5th inning. Coach Jay Johnson now making another pitching change. Make a call to the bullpen here, presented by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Keep your home turf in tip-top shape. 6-2. Bulldogs with a solo home run here in the 7th inning. Tigers still on top by 4 runs. We'll tell you about the new Tiger picture. Get right back to it when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Connor Benj now on the bump for the Tigers, who lead Louisiana Tech 6-2 here. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Things are heating up on the field, fans, but whenever you're ready to cool it down, you can always count on Slow Melt Ice. Since 1997, Slow Melt Ice has been a leader in providing packaged ice for industrial and retail businesses here in South Louisiana. For more info, check them out at slowmeltice.com. That's SLOMELTICE.com.
Connor Benj is making his 12th appearance of the year. 6.94 ERAs, 1-1 on the year, and 11 2/3 innings. He's allowed 10 hits, 9 runs. They've all been earned. He has 10 walks and 11 strikeouts.
Benj called upon over the weekend. Find 2 outs. He was the bridge for Zach Cowan before he took over and finished the game on Thursday night, going 4 solid innings. Coach Jay Johnson said he relies on Benj to throw strikes, and the first one is a strike, and it's a comebacker to the mound. Benj gloves, a little underhand toss to Jones, and that'll do it for Louisiana Tech here in the top of the 7th. Again, the Tigers leading 6-2. They do get 1 run on 1 hit to the Bulldogs on a solo shot from Brody Drost. We head to the bottom of the 7th. First, we stretch it out here at the box on a Tuesday night. LSU will have top of the order when we come back. Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson. 6-2, Tigers lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The seventh inning stretch, presented by Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. Now, back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Derek Curiel will lead it off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the seventh, and the first pitch, a bouncing ground ball into right field. Curiel with his first hit of the night, second time he's reached base, and the leadoff man aboard quickly is Nate Kreider. Offered up one pitch, Curiel liked it, put the swing on it, drives it through the 4-hole.
Yep, just can't keep a good man down for too long. Curiel extends his hitting streak to 10 games now. I'm feeling another dinger this inning. I don't know who's going to hit it, but I think I smell one.
Pretty good candidate coming to the plate, Jared Jones. He already had one solo shot back in the second inning. He's reached base twice tonight. He scored 2 runs. And the first pitch from Kreider. This one smacked but foul down the third base line. A breaking offering that time from Kreider, and it's 0-1 to the Bear. Had a great time last night at the Jay Johnson Show. Every Monday at 6 o'clock, the legend Skip Bertman took in the show. He was there. Great to see him. Great group of Tiger fans every week. Hope you'll join us for the Jay Johnson Show. Mondays, 6 o'clock at TJ Ribs. Quick throw over to keep an eye on Curiel from Kreider. He's back safely with a head-first slide. The Jay Johnson Show presented by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. 6-2, Tigers leading here in the bottom of the seventh. Kreider delivers. Low and inside to Jones. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice little crowd there last night, too.
Yeah, Will Helmers, former Tiger, he was there.
Yeah.
One ball, 1 strike, and a throw over. This time a little more on it from Kreider, but back safely is Curiel. Jay did a great job kind of breaking down what it was like making those decisions on Friday and Saturday and all the constituencies that are involved. Here's the 1-1. Missing low to Jones. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. The SEC office, obviously the head of officials, Scott Klein, who was here, along with the facilities, athletic administration, Coach Lamonis of Mississippi State. They were able to get all 3 in. Here's the 2-1. Off speed, swinging over the top is Jones. Evens the count 2-2.
You figure out how many hours you actually spent at the box this weekend?
You know, I didn't really think about it.
Well, I know.
Of course, we had so much fun.
Thursday and Friday alone was probably, I don't know, 12, 14 hours.
Well, as someone who grew up in Eastern Kentucky, not going to complain. It beats coal mining. This one's low and inside. Curiel trying to get to second. Good throw, but he's able to slide under the tag according to the umpire, although Louisiana Tech wants them to take a look at it here. Curiel just read the pitch. It was low and inside. Forced Birch to go to his left. He took off and running, but a good throw by Birch. So we'll go on review for a second time here, brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
You know, Chris, that home run earlier by Jared Jones, I don't know if you mentioned this, it was his 53rd of his career, and that moves him into number 6 all-time at LSU. That's pretty good. He is safe. I don't know how I'd feel about a player if I was the head coach that was signaling to me, Coach, you got to review it, and then he was wrong. I don't know. I think there'd be some type of penalty, like you got to run for me when we get back to the practice, or maybe I don't know. But I think it would annoy me a little bit.
They go under review, and again, for those of you listening, our first view of it here in slow-mo looked like a great jump and a great slide under the tag by Derek Curiel, but we'll wait and see to make sure the play and call on the field is confirmed. And for those of you listening, make no mistake, I have great admiration for those who mine coal. It's a very difficult job. I have the utmost respect for them. It's just something I probably was born not to do.
Just maybe not quite tough enough.
That's probably right on it, 100%.
I'm right there with you, partner. Trust me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is going to work out in the Bulldogs' favor, but we've been wrong before. It just looked like the oven mitt may have been on the bag right before the tag was applied.
And just to be clear, got the utmost respect for anybody who goes out and tries to drill or go get natural resources out of the earth. That's a dangerous job and a high-pressure job. And
special
as
people.
I said, we're here a long time here in the booth, but didn't break a lot of sweat.
Yeah, cry me a river, right?
I don't think a lot of people are going to feel sorry for us. As they shouldn't.
No, not even one bit.
So this review taking a little longer than I thought initially. Again, the first view we saw kind of convinced us that Curiel was safe. But we'll wait and see as they're still back there taking a look at it, talking it over with collaborative replay. Again, they're slowing down the high cam. Maybe they could zoom in there to see if whether or not the tag was applied to the torso just under the outstretched arms of Curiel, but again, it looked like he was able to get under it before contact was made with the glove, but we'll wait and see.
Well, either way, it'll be a 3-2 count on Jared Jones, either with no outs and a runner at second, or 1 out, and the base is clear.
So now Kreider going to go ahead and keep himself warm.
Here we go.
And there they come out. We'll find out. Third base umpire has the call.
After review, the runner at second is safe. Louisiana Tech has 1 challenge remaining.
I think they should just leave it to you and I. Just look up here, put it on our little mini monitor here, and just let us tell them from the booth which way it should go. We'll be honest. I mean, they can count on that, unless it's a big game.
That's the same thing that my partner John Brady asked of the officials in basketball. They haven't agreed to it yet.
Just let us make the
3-2 pitch is upstairs to Jones, so good at bat, and he earns the walk. That'll put runners now first and second for the Tigers with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. LSU played at 4 in the bottom of the 1st. They've added a run each in the 2nd and in the 5th. Louisiana Tech, 1 run in the 2nd. Then that solo home run by Dross there in the 7th inning. Again, the Tigers 6 runs on 5 Bingo Pest Product base hits. They've got 2 LSU Online home runs tonight. Daniel Dickinson at the plate. He drove in a run with a double back in the 1st inning. Squares the bunt, but it's foul. Left side of the plate. And moves the count 0-1. Runners first and second with nobody out. Kreider comes set, now the 0-1. Again, trying to bunt, can't make contact. Pitch is low, and it's 1-1. Kreider with a full inning of work under his belts, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. A 1-1 to Dickinson.
Ooh.
Kind of confused him just a bit. Couldn't pull the trigger in the pitch, a fastball for a strike, and it's now 1-2. Not sure Daniel was looking for that.
No, I don't think so.
Kreider's 1-2 pitch off the end of the bat, lifted foul out of play right side. That'll keep the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. A reminder, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Don't get caught when that temperature rises. Just text the words home run to 31996. Get your $59 AC system check. AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Tigers a little threat here with nobody out. Runners first and second, and this pitch going to catch Dickinson right square in the back. He will head down to first base, and for the first time tonight, the Tigers have the bases loaded. That's hit by pitch number 51 the Tigers have taken this year. And now we've got a meeting on the mound as the pitching coach once again, Cooper Fouts, out there and quickly makes his way to Kreider to talk it over here with nobody out and the bases loaded. The Tigers with a prime opportunity to open this up here, leading 6-2.
Yeah, there's a lefty and a righty down in the pen for the Bulldogs. No call has been made yet, and they'll stick with him to face off against Ethan Fry. You know, I thought a home run was coming. I didn't know we'd have a chance at a salami sandwich, so we shall see.
Daniel Dickinson, by the way, with that hit by pitch, his 16th on the year, which is second in the SEC. So now Ethan Fry, who had the solo shot to the pitch clock in left center field, comes to the plate here with nobody out and the bases loaded. First pitch, he takes a healthy hack but fouls it off, and it's 0-1. Fry with his 6th home run of the season. He's driven in 21 runs this year. Big opportunity here with the bases full. Curiel at third, Jones at second, Dickinson at first. The 0-1. Nice pitch by Kreider, a fastball, a little in, and it's 0-2. Wind is picked up again, blowing right to left. For the right-handed hitter, Ethan Fry. Facing an 0-2 count, Kreider fires, and Fry fights it off. Foul to the right side, 0-2.
It's okay to get beat on a fastball in an 0-2 count right there. You're just fighting those off. You're working late, expecting something off speed.
Kreider's 0-2 pitch. Hammered to center field, dropping quickly. Berkeley will take it on one bounce. Curiel on his way home, and an RBI single for Fry. That'll make it 7-2 LSU as Ethan Fry with his 2nd ribby of the night, giving 22 on the season now, and the bases remain loaded. And we'll see Stephen Milam with a chance to hit. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, there should be a new statistic in baseball, and that's balls off the bat over 100 miles an hour. I know Buzzy doesn't see it the same way I do, but I think that hard hit balls should be counted, and not counted, but recorded in some way. Ethan Fry, he can't hit that one much harder. 107 off the bat.
Milam stands in, and the first pitch, a fastball, misses outside. 1-0. Steven tonight reached base on a fielder's choice in the first, came around to score. Got aboard with a walk in the third. Then a ground ball out handled by Coates at first base last time in the 5th inning. And the bases loaded, nobody out. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. A reminder, serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food. You can find that every night, every day and night of the week at TJ Ribs, which is where baseball fans go to celebrate. And home of the Jay Johnson Show each Monday night at 6. Stop by at 2324 South Acadian Thruway. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Milam absolutely drills it to right field. Coming in to score will be Jones. Everybody moves up a base. Milam with an RBI single. It's now 8-2, and the bases remain loaded. Nobody out. And it looks like Lane Burroughs, head coach, now has made a call. That'll be all for Nate Kreider. So with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th, it's now an 8-2 LSU lead. A pitching change for the Bulldogs. Powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. When we come back, Jake Brown will be at the plate. Again, the bases loaded. The Tigers already with 2 runs in. They've done it on 3 hits. Get back to action when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? With the People's Health Medicare Advantage plan, you could get up to $280 per month to spend on utilities, healthy groceries, and over-the-counter items. $280 per month. Don't miss out on these extra benefits. Call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers now leading 8-2 over Louisiana Tech. Able to load the bases, then just start driving the baseball to the outfield. 1 run at a time already. The Tigers have extended their lead with 2 runs on 3 hits. Jay Johnson now going to call upon a pinch hitter. It'll be John Pearson coming to the plate. The true freshman out of West Monroe stands in to face the new pitcher Ryan Harlan.
Yes.
A left-hander.
Ryan Harlan, a senior out of Parkview Baptist.
First pitch to Pearson. It'll be a strike at the letters.
Harlan making his 4th appearance of the year. He's worked 5 2/3, allowed 8 hits, 6 runs. 4 have been earned. He has 2 walks and 7 strikeouts.
Pearson readies the bat and the pitch outside. Make it 1 ball, 1 strike.
Big John Pearson hitting .364. He has 4 hits and 11 at bats, including a homer and 5 RBI.
Off speed, just missed him. Pitch inside. Now make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners first, second, and third. 2-1 to Pearson. Missed away, now 3-1. John on the year, his 12th plate appearance, batting .364. 4 for 11, 5 runs batted in. 1 double and 1 home run. The 3-1 hit high in the air to right field. Dross going back, looks like he'll have room shy of the track, and he makes the grab. Tagging up will be Dickinson. He'll come in to score, so a sac fly RBI from John Pearson makes it 9-2 LSU. Fry able to advance from second to third, as Milam will stay put at first base.
Yeah, Big John just missed that one, 95 off the bat. Launch angle a little bit too steep, and he'll plate a run, but he just missed plating 4.
So with runners on the corners and just 1 out, we'll see Cade Arambidi, the catcher, batting for the 4th time tonight. He drove in 2 runs with a single in the first. After that, a couple of strikeouts, one looking in the 3rd. Struck out swinging last time in the 6th inning. Again, runners on the corners here. Ryan Harlan delivers off speed. Across the plate for a strike. It's 0-1. And the Tigers leading 9-2. There's a run rule in effect tonight, agreed on by both coaches. Another off-speed pitch in for a strike to Arambidi, and it's 0-2. Already 3 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch to Arambidi. Swing and a foul tip to stay alive. Comes out of the mitt of Eli Birch, so he'll swing again.
So you're saying Arambidi's one swing of the bat away from wrapping this thing up, huh?
He is. Does have 3 round trippers on this season.
And he's been swinging it well lately. 0-2 count, though.
Pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two delivery. Just missed as Birch let it hang in the mitt. Trying to encourage Luke Weems to call the strike. He does not, and it evens the count to Arambidi, 2-2. And Fry at 3rd, Milam at first base. With 1 out, the swing in the air to right center field. Drost again, running over. He's got room. He'll make the play. Tagging up from 3rd will be Ethan Fry. He'll step on home plate. That'll make it 10-2 with a sac fly RBI from Cade Arambidi. And with 2 outs, that'll bring Tanner Reeves to the plate. Milam staying put at first base. Still a chance LSU can end the game right here with the 10-run rule. Reeves with 3 home runs on the year, 3 doubles, batting .381. Lefty on lefty matchup with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And first, Harlan going to throw over, keep an eye on Milam. The pitch swung on a mile high into the air, right center field. Both Berkeley and Drost coming over. Looks like Berkeley, the center fielder, will make the play for out number 3. The Tigers, though, extend their lead. 4 runs on 3 hits. It's now 10-2. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Bulldogs have 3, 4, and 5 due up in their order. Ballard, Mexico, and Zeb Ruddle. When we continue, 10-2. Tigers lead over Louisiana Tech here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Looking to make your next corporate event, church festival, or school field day the best one yet? Well, look no further than Grayson's Events and Entertainment. They have it all, from carnival rides to mechanical bulls, inflatables, and much more. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your party and event rental needs. Give them a call at 225-436-6520 and use promo code RADIO25 on your next order at Grayson'sEventsEntertainment.com. Louisiana's best event specialist. You won't be disappointed.
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Go to the top of the 8th inning here on a Tuesday night. LSU leading comfortable at the moment, 10-2. The Tigers 10 runs on 7 Bingo Pest Product base hits, including 2 LSU online home runs tonight. The Bulldogs 2 runs on 6 hits as Jacob Myers now going to take over on the mound for the Tigers. Jay Johnson making another pitching change. Saw a little bit of work there from Connor Binge, but now the ball handed to Myers, another hard-throwing right-hander. He'll face off against Ballard in the 3 spot for the Bulldogs to get things started here in the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, Myers only making his 7th appearance of the year. He enters the game with a 3.18 ERA and 5 2/3. He's only allowed 1 hit, but 3 runs, 2 earned, and get this 10 walks and 11 strikeouts. Another one of those guys, Chris. If he could just figure it out how to throw strikes consistently, it would go a long way in that bullpen.
Ballard stands in 1 for 2 tonight. Board on a single in the first and again in the third on a base on balls. First pitch rung up at 96 miles an hour and a strike to make it 0-1 to Ballard. Myers, plenty of velocity with that fastball.
It's not the stuff.
The 0-1, again, fastball at 96, but over the mitt of Aaron Beatty. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Comes back with another fastball, this time registering 97, gets the strike, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ballard.
And remember, what makes him unique is how high he lets the ball go from. Around 7'3". Only one major league pitcher that lets it go that high.
The 1-2. Missed high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing but fastballs so far from Jacob Myers. Right-hander working quickly, comes set. Ballard awaits, and the 2-2 pitch. Another fastball at 98, but it missed upstairs. Now 3-2. Got a fabulous stat about reach base streaks.
Oh, I love it.
At first, we have a payoff delivery to Ballard. High and inside. Nothing but fastballs, but Ballard works the walk, and the leadoff man aboard. We asked earlier about the 30-game reach base streak by Derek Curiel that was reached tonight. Again, that's in every game from start to this point tonight for a true freshman. We challenged Todd Polich, stat master here at LSU. He's been at work for, I guess an hour and a half.
Oh, he's been on it, huh?
First, we've got Sebastian Mexico standing in. The first pitch from Myers misses low, and it's 1-0. In 2013, the great Alex Bregman had a reach base streak of 31 games during his freshman season. Those were games number 5 through number 35. He reached base 34 of his first 35 games in his LSU career. Here's the 1-0. In the air to left field. Settling back is Curiel. He's on the track and a couple of inches from the fence. Makes the play for out number 1. So Mexico retired.
Yeah, the Bregman guy's done pretty good.
If that's any indication.
Yeah, no, I mean, who knows, but that's a pretty good guy to be up there with. And a well done, Todd Polich.
Yeah.
Best in the business.
Zeb Ruddle now to the plate. Myers' first delivery missing outside to the left-hander, and it's 1-0. Ruddle again, one of the 3 former Tigers in the lineup tonight for Louisiana Tech, all doing great now in Ruston. Had the solo home run in that second inning. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's got a runner at first and 1 out. Myers 1-0 pitch inside, missing with the heater. It's now 2-0. Well, the first response, just like Mr. LSU Baseball Bill Franquez, was, guys, I'm not sure we keep that kind of stat, but I kind of felt like that was a challenge, and challenge was accepted by TP tonight. Here's the 2-0. This one misses inside at the belt with a fastball. Now 3-0.
I'm sure he's checked the freshmen, all the Todd Walker and all the ones that played at least that many games. Cruz probably had a pretty good reach base streak.
3-0 down the middle to make it 3-1 now to Ruddle.
But there's not many freshmen that actually are on the field that much, especially the first 30 games of the year.
1 out, runner at first, and a 3-1 count to Zeb Ruddle. Pitch back at us. Thankfully, a screen. And it's now 3-2.
You think of the names we're saying.
It's kind of a who's who.
Bregman, Walker. I'm trying to think of other freshmen that have been that big a part of the offense.
Payoff pitch to come from Jacob Myers. Here's the pitch. And it just missed the inside corner. Ruddle works a full count into a base on balls. Now runners first and second for Louisiana Tech with 1 out. Get Grant Como to the plate for a second time. Let's see. Looks like Jay Johnson now on his way out. Now he waiting to get cleared by the home plate umpire.
He's got 2 right-handers down there warming up. One is Chandler Dorsey. It looks like he'll be the one getting the call. Grant Fontenot is also tossing.
Looks like Louisiana Tech is trying to work in a pinch hitter, and that was the delay on the meeting on the mound. But now Coach Johnson out there, and he's made the pitching change. So another pitching change for the Tigers, powered by Sunshine. Again, fans, if you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Louisiana Tech trailing LSU 10-2, but with 1 out, they have runners first and second. I'll tell you about the new Tiger pitcher when we come back to the box after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Left-hander Dalton Beck comes into the game for LSU out of the bullpen here with 1 out, top of the 8th, and the Tigers leading Louisiana Tech 10-2. Just another quick reminder, with the summer months and that summer heat here in South Louisiana on its way, to be sure, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text the words home run to 31996. Get your $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. So back in, they do elect for a pinch hitter, a left-hander for the Bulldogs. A sophomore, Cade Patterson out of Ruston, will stand in to face Dalton Beck. Patterson batting .188 on the year. He's got runners first and second. Beck's first delivery. The left-hander finds the zone with a fastball, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Dalton Beck's making his 3rd appearance on the year. He's worked an inning, allowed a hit, no runs. He has a walk and 2 strikeouts.
Runners first and second. Here's the 0-1. Miss low. Evens a count, 1 ball, 1 strike. For those of you keeping score at home, we mentioned Dylan Cruz. He started the season with 20 reach base, which was the longest streak of his freshman season. There's a strike at the knees to make it 1-2. Another fastball from Beck. And he works ahead.
Yeah, and Chandler Dorsey and Fondo are still throwing down to the bullpen. Beck clearly was already warm when we looked up there.
1-2, missed away, a little low. Evens a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I should say that 20-game reach base streak during that freshman season, the longest for Cruz, who again made an impact the day he showed up on campus. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Missing upstairs, now a full count to the pinch hitter, Cade Patterson. Ballard off of second, Zeb Ruddle off of first with 1 out. Beck's payoff delivery missed outside. That's ball 4, and the Bulldogs have the bases loaded here with 1 out. That will bring the catcher Eli Birch to the plate.
It's such a similar story to the Saturday night game. Just couldn't find anyone out of the bullpen that could throw strikes with a big lead.
Bases loaded now. The pitch to Birch, low and inside. And the Tigers on that Saturday night, Sunday morning game 3 with 11 free passes, walks and hit by pitches.
Yeah, that's just it's not very good.
1-0 the count to Birch, and the pitch from Beck. Rears back, gets the fastball across at the knees, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Birch, by the way, tonight 0 for 2. Did reach base by a walk in the 4th inning. Here's a ground ball. First base going to be taken by Jones. He will step on first base to record the 2nd out. Coming in to score will be Ballard. It'll now make it a 10-3 LSU lead. Runners advance to 2nd and 3rd, but now the Tigers and Dalton Beck looking for the final out here at the top of the 8th inning. Brody Drost, who had the solo home run in the 7th inning. Before that, 3-1 put out. It popped up to the 3rd baseman, Braswell, in the 4th. His pitch, a strike, and set him up 0-1.
That was a good pitch.
Tigers tonight, 6 free passes by way of walk. Runners 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs, and the 0-1 just missed slightly outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-hander Drost. Ruddle takes a lead off 3rd. Patterson, huge lead off 2nd. Dalton Beck has his mind on home plate. Takes some time. Pitch clock down to 3, and he fires, and it's a strike to get him ahead 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 men on with 2 outs.
Nice block.
Pitch is outside, and Aaron Beatty slid quickly out there to knock it down. It's now a 2-2 count. Tigers travel to Norman tomorrow. Get ready for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Game 1 against Oklahoma comes your way 6 o'clock on Thursday night. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Beautiful pitch on the outer half from Dalton Beck. Records the punch out. And the Bulldogs come away with 1 run. They do it on no hits. They leave 2 men on. We've played 7.5 here at the box. 10-3 LSU leads. It'll be Stanfield, top of the order, Curiel and Jones when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall, see ya!
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
10-3 our score. LSU leading Louisiana Tech in this midweek affair. Tigers looking for their 47th win in this series that again began way back in 1902. New pitcher on the mound. Get you that name in just a moment, a right-hander.
Yeah, it's Bryce Dolby, Chris. He comes in with a 7.11 ERA. This is his 5th appearance of the year. He has a save, but in 6 1/3 innings, he's allowed 9 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned. He has 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .346 against the 6'5" right-hander.
Chris Stanfield will lead it off for the Tigers. Standing tonight 0 for 3. Got a solid shot on that slash swing, butcher boy, if you will, that he has certainly got down pretty well. He took one deep to left field, but handled out there by Zeb Ruddle back in the 4th inning. Had a couple of fly ball outs to left field tonight. First pitch from Dolby. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. One thing's for sure, Louisiana Tech's given up 7 hits tonight. A couple of LSU online home runs. They're down 10-3, but they do have some hard-throwing arms out of the bullpen. There's the 0-1 to Stanfield. This one missed away, got away from Birch to the LED sign behind home plate, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Fans, you can help shape the future of medicine with Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access new potential medicines, get free study-related exams. You can find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stanfield. They'll have the shift on to the left side of the diamond. The 1-1 sent back foul into the screen, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Chris, we've seen a lot more velocity this year than years past, but you know, we've also seen a lot more pitches to the backstop this year than in years past. In fact, we might have seen more pitches to the backstop this year than all the other years combined.
The 1-2 to Stanfield. Again, outside, gets out of the reach of Birch, and gets to the backstop. Right on cue.
On cue.
2-2 now the count. Got Como near the line at third. Safford playing straight up in the 6 hole. Michael Ballard to the left of second base, the Bulldogs' second baseman. Here's the 2-2 to Stanfield. Tried to lay back, but he pops it out foul out of play. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Proud to have the Capital One studios that bring you all of the LSU Sports Radio Network broadcast. Located just across the street there in iconic Tiger Stadium. Taylor Sharp manning the 1s and 2s tonight. This one misses outside with the breaking ball. Now a full count to Stanfield. Chris ready to go. Bryce Dolby, the right-hander's payoff delivery, misses low. Good take by Stanfield. He will reach base by way of walk for the first time tonight, and the leadoff man aboard, back to the top of the order. Now we'll see Ashton Larson come in to hit for Derek Curiel. So Larson, the pinch hitting opportunity.
One team tonight in the SEC has fallen. That is UAB has beaten Auburn 4-2 on the Plains. Wow.
Time going to be called here. It looks like there's a pitch clock violation.
But Chris, that's a wow with lowercase letters. Here's one with uppercase letters. Texas is trailing Texas State in the bottom of the ninth, 5-2.
1-0 to Larson after the pitch clock violation on Dolby. Misses inside to make it 2-0. Larson batting for the 26th time this season. A big part of that run to the Chapel Hill Regional a year ago was Larson. 2-0. Way outside on a fastball offering from Dolby. Now 3 balls, no strikes quickly. The Tiger utility outfielder. Larson batting for Curiel. Had another great night at the plate in that leadoff spot. Here's the 3-0. Larson, bouncer towards short, waiting on the second bag bounce. Will get it over to Ballard. The relay to first. Larson beats it out to avoid the double play. They'll get Stanfield at second for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Safford out at shortstop. Couldn't do much about that one. That was a high chopper on 2 hops. Had to wait for it. Got rid of it quick. But that plus the speed of Larson did not make it possible to turn 2, and that's big for Jared Jones.
So it gets Jared to the plate with just 1 out and a runner at first. Jones 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Dolby, a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Jared has been aboard 3 times, twice by way of walk. 1 in the first, 1 in the 7th, scored on both of those. And of course had this solo home run in the 2nd inning, giving 46 ribby on the season. The 0-1. Rifle shot but foul down the right field line. Now 0-2. We've said it since Jared Jones' freshman campaign. Rarely does he get cheated on a swing or a foul cut.
I was just about to say, even his foul balls are loud.
The 0-2. Breaking ball sails away outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Larson 1 for 1 in stolen bases. He'll take a 2-step lead off the bag as the 1-2 pitch comes, and a swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball tailing away. Jones down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. Now we'll see Daniel Dickinson, who's 1 for 3 tonight, had an RBI double back in the 1st. The board hit by a pitch. 16th time he's been plunked this season. He came around to score that run in the 7th inning when the Tigers played at 4. So with 2 down and a runner at first. Dickinson facing Bryce Dolby. The right-hander delivers. Strike at the letters with a fastball, and it's 0-1.
Dolby's pretty good.
Certainly attacking the zone.
Yeah.
Larson with a lead off first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. (10-3) LSU leads, bottom of the 8th. (1-1). Drops in low, make it 2-1. Bulldogs able to avoid the run rule. Tigers threat. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Able to get 1 more across in Louisiana Tech in the top half of this frame to make it 10-3. 2-1. Inside missing. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. Two outs, runner at first for LSU. 3-1. Dolby finds the strike zone there to fill the count up. Larson takes a little extra lead off of first, off and running, and a foul ball down the line out of play to right. off the bat of Dickinson, still 3-2. Larson again, a lead off of first, 2 outs, and a payoff pitch. Runner goes, and base hit to right field for Daniel Dickinson. Right in the 4-hole. They had Ballard shaded towards second. Great job by Dickinson with a 3-2 count to just drive it into right field. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs. And that'll bring Ethan Fry to the plate here. Again with a 10-3 lead, so the Bulldogs desperately trying to find the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 8th to get to the top of the 9th. Ethan Fry tonight, 2 for 3 as the DH. Sac fly RBI in the 1st, caught looking in the 3rd, solo home run to left center in the 5th, and an RBI single, and scored in the 7th. Fry seeing the baseball very well. Here's a pitch, got away from Birch, comes off the backstop. He'll toss it back to Dolby, but he can't make the tag. Sliding in safely head first is Larson. That will make it 11-3 as Birch sliding to his right, couldn't get a glove on that wild pitch, but it recoiled off the backstop. He got it at the LSU logo, had a chance to make a play. The toss to Dolby, but a great slide by Larson to bring in the 11th run of the game.
Yep, safe. Good decision not to challenge that. That was close, real close.
So now another meeting on the mound here. As Larson came in, Dickinson moved on into second base. Still 2 outs. Got Ethan Fry at the plate with a 1-0 count. Now that meeting all wrapped up. Still the Tigers with an opportunity here to end it. Last year, Tigers here were able to run rule Louisiana Tech in the 8th inning. Ethan Fry, the way he's seeing the baseball, making solid contact, as good a candidate as anybody. Here's the 1-0 from Dolby. This one high in the air and deep, but it looks like it will find its way into the seats out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fry.
Yeah, I think Fry's got it in his mind to put this one in the books a little early. At least judge him by that first swing.
Last year it was an 11-1 LSU win here at the box. Here's the 1-1 to Fry. Missed outside with a fastball from Dolby, and it's now 2-1. Tiger fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game. You could win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. Runner at second, 2 down, a 2-1 count to Fry. The pitch, again swung on, lifted out of play right side. That'll leave it up 2-2. LSU tonight putting up 11 runs thus far. And when runners have been in scoring position, the Tigers have been 4 of 5, batting .800 in tonight's game. Another 2-2 pitch, just off the outside corner, off speed. Fry leaned in, got the call. It's now a full count, 3-2.
It's pretty close.
You're down 11-3. Runner at second, bottom of the 8th. Dolby even dream about challenging with a fastball. He does. It's lifted high in the air. This one will get out of play, left field side into the seats.
That'll land eventually.
So interesting. Bryce Dolby not shying away. Comes right back with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Sent foul off the bat of Fry. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second, an 11-3 LSU lead. Dolby comes set, checks the runner, a payoff pitch. This one towards the alley in right center field. Berkeley on his horse giving chase. Takes a bounce at the track, comes off the wall. An RBI double for Ethan Fry. RBI number 23, and it's now 12-3 LSU. What about Ethan Fry? I see you.
Yeah, he's feeling it tonight, to say the very least. Actually, his past 5 or 6 games hit 350. He's hitting 350 in SEC play. Over the weekend, hit 375. 3 for 8 this weekend. Tonight he is 3 for 4. So he is, what is that, Chris? 6 for his last 12? It's not too bad.
Not too bad at all. And with that rocket shot to right center field, he sees his average on the year bump up to 404. He stands at second. Stephen Milam stands in at the plate. First pitch outside and high from Dolby sets him up off speed, but it's 1-0. Milam tonight, 1 for 3. Had a single with an RBI back in the 7th inning. The 1-0. Misses high with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, and Fry, 6 home runs and 57 at bats. Also pretty good.
2-0 the count to Milam. The pitch from Dolby. Look out. That's going to catch him on the inside of the back leg. Oh, boy. And Milam going to bend over now. That one's going to sting.
Man.
That one came flush. Looked like, not sure if it caught the knee or the upper part of the inner leg, but that one does not feel good. Did not look good.
Oh, man. Did it get the front
knee?
knee?
I think it did. Either the knee or the front shin.
Here we go. We'll see here. Can't watch.
Oh, no, it was the back leg.
Oh. I mean, that one looked like it hurt bad.
So now, with 2 outs and 2 men on, with Milam hit by the pitch, they'll bring in a pinch runner, and the Bulldogs will make another call to the bullpen. A pitching change powered by Sunshine. Tigers of LSU toying with a run rule victory tonight. They've played it 2 so far here in the bottom of the 8th. We expect to see Mick Paul pick up a bat, come to the plate, face the new Bulldog pitcher when we return. 12-3. LSU leading Louisiana Tech here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, and LSU leading 12-3 over Louisiana Tech. Jacob Habert now, a right-hander, takes over on the mound for the Bulldogs. And Milam hit by a pitch, made his way down to first base. Mikey Ryan now enters the game as a pinch runner. And we'll see the right fielder, Mick Paul, bat for the first time tonight.
Havertz had 2 appearances, only 1 inning of work, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has 3 walks and a strikeout. Opponents hitting .571. Another very tall pitcher, 6'6".
First pitch to the left-hander is inside for ball 1-0. 91-mile-an-hour fastball here from Jacob Havard. His first pitch thrown out of the bullpen. Again, I mentioned Todd Politz took a challenge when we asked about the reach base streak.
Yeah.
He had to stop.
Well, that's kind of who he is. I mean, he's going to get that answer for you.
Here's the 1-0. Another fastball, this time across the plate, makes it 1-1.
What's he got for you now?
Back in 2000, it wasn't the first 32 games, but freshman Mike Fontenot had a 32-game reach base streak.
I was going to say Fontenot or Pontiff was also a freshman that year.
With runners first and second, the 1-1 floats in a little high to Paul, and it's 2-1.
But Fontenot wasn't a freshman that year. I guess that's not what Todd's saying. He's just saying so far that's the longest reach base streak he's found, maybe?
Mike Fontenot, 32-game reach base streak as a freshman.
Huh. Thought he was a sophomore that year. Maybe not.
Here's the 2-1. Paul swings and fouls it out of play left side. Mick on the year, his 8th plate appearance. He's batting .286. Redshirt sophomore out of Salt Lake City. Looking at a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runners first and second and a 12-3 LSU lead here in the bottom of the 8th.
Mike Fontenot could play. Another great person to be compared to for Curiel.
2-2. Paul swings, pops it up behind home plate. Eli Birch coming over near the third base dugout. Hits the mitt, but it can't hold on. It kind of overran it. It came down on him quickly. Good effort by Birch. Right in the mitt, but pops out harmlessly, and Mick Paul will stay at the plate with a 2-2 count.
Yeah, Birch kind of hovered around home plate a little bit too long until he picked up the ball. And as you said, Chris, because he had to run over there so quickly, he just overran it a little bit. Good hustle, though.
Still a 2-2 count, 2 men on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Paul awaits. Havard fires. Good eye. Missed low and inside. That'll fill the count now, 3-2. Congratulations tonight. LSU softball getting back to their winning ways. 12-2 win over McNeese. Payoff delivery, and it misses outside for ball 4. So Mick Paul comes in. Gets the base on balls. That'll load the bases for the Tigers once again tonight. And with 2 outs, we'll see Kate Arambidi, who got the start tonight at catcher. Freshman 1 for 3, drove in 2 runs with a single back in the first inning.
And that's the 8th walk of the game for this Bulldog pitching staff.
First delivery, a swing and a bouncer foul left side of the plate. And it's 0-1. Coming up following tonight's game, we'll have the Women's Hospital Fighting Tiger 10th inning show. Get some thoughts from Doug Thompson on the performance of the Tigers, as well as the full stats and an SEC scoreboard rundown. Pitch low and inside to Aaron Beatty. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. LSU again would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, ISC Constructors, powered by the people. Gave away a great t-shirt souvenir for those coming through the gates. The 1-1 ground ball, but left of third base foul. Now Aaron Beatty behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That winning run is 90 feet away. Aaron Beatty trying to make it happen here.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases full, and the pitch.
Oh,
in the dirt, and a nice slide by Birch, who knew he was going to have to get over to it. Went over to his right, knocked the ball down.
That was one heck of a play, because if he doesn't get over there, that's definitely going to be the game winner.
So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The bases loaded for LSU here in the bottom of the 8th, leading 12-3. Aaron Beatty ready to go. Jacob Havard delivers. Ground ball again, just left of third, down the line, foul. Still 2-2. Ethan Fry at third. Mikey Ryan at second. Mick Paul at first base. Aaron Beatty at the plate. Another 2-2 delivery. Called strike three. Havard leaves the Tigers stranded with 3 on base. Keeps the score 12-3. The Bulldogs head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Louisiana Tech here at the box. They'll have bottom of the order Safford, followed by Coates and Berkeley when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bridgeway Hospice, the official hospice of LSU Athletics, is the champion's choice for hospice care in South Louisiana. With over 10 years of excellence and experience, Bridgeway has 3 locations to serve you and your loved ones: Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Plaquemine. Ask for Bridgeway Hospice by name. Your champion's choice in comfort and compassionate care. Bridgeway Hospice says, "Go Tigers!"
Rock to the beat with these chart toppers from the Louisiana Lottery. It's a smash hit. Play Hit $100, hitting it big with $100 prizes. The chart leaders keep coming. Scratch big, win bigger. Play Loaded $200, fully loaded with $200 prizes. And climbing the charts, it's $1,000 stacked high with $1,000 prizes. Play the biggest hits now at any lottery retailer. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
I'm Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrell. Knowing the facts is the key to winning a case in court and also winning in life. To be a champion, you have to make good decisions, and one of those is to not vape. Vaping can destroy your lungs with toxic metals and chemicals. Some devices contain lead and nickel and even formaldehyde. Vaping can cause severe health problems, so choose to be a champion. Stay vape-free.
Paid for by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning on a Tuesday night. Tigers leading comfortably 12-3. A couple of defensive changes with pinch hitters and pinch runners coming in for the Tigers. Mick Paul, who entered the game back in the 7th inning, or rather top of the 8th, in right field, will now move to left. Ashton Larson, who came in to pinch hit, he'll be in right field. David Hogg takes over at second base for the Tigers, and Mikey Ryan now at shortstop. And Ryan Costello taking over for Jared Jones at first base. Leading things off will be a pinch hitter for the Bulldogs, Jake Smith, sophomore out of Rosebine, Louisiana, a right-handed hitter. Fouls off the first offering from Dalton Beck, who continues on the mound. This pitch missing outside, evens the count 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Smith, swing and a miss. Fastball low in the zone, and it's 1-2 to the pinch hitter.
Chandler Dorsey is still tossing down in the bullpen.
This one gets loose, fastball high and away. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bulldogs took 2 of 3 from Kennesaw State last weekend at home in Ruston. They'll have FIU coming to J.C. Love Field at Patterson Park this weekend. There's a swing and a miss, and Dalton Beck records the punch out. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here at the top of the 9th inning. Beck with his second punch out.
They just blew that one right by him there. Bell-tie fastball.
Colton Coates now will come to the plate. He's 0 for 4. Started the game at third base, had to take over at first due to injury to Hossie. First delivery from Beck, missed upstairs, and it's 1-0. Pitch to Coates, outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. Coates tonight has made contact. Comebacker to the mound in the first. Ground ball to Jones at first unassisted in the third. Fly ball out to center in the fifth. And a ground out to Dickinson last time in the seventh inning. The 2-0. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball. Now 3 balls, no strikes to Colton Coates. .3-0 pitch outside. Another walk given up by the Tiger pitching staff, and that's going to bring Jay Johnson out of the dugout. So with 1 out in the top of the 9th, Coates makes his way to first. And another pitching change coming for the Tigers, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. It's a 12-3 LSU lead, top of the 9th. Runner aboard for the Bulldogs and 1 out. Tell you about the new Tiger pitcher when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger skipper Jay Johnson calling upon Chandler Dorsey. Dorsey coming out of the bullpen, the right-hander looking to get the final 2 outs of this ball game here in the top of the 9th with LSU leading 12-3 over Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, Dorsey 6'4", 231 pounds. Comes in for his 4th time this year. He's worked 3 2/3, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs. He has 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Dorsey comes to Baton Rouge from Lakeland, Florida. Out of South Florida, another transfer.
Thaxton Birch will pinch hit for the Bulldogs. A senior out of Jackson, Mississippi, a right-handed hitter. This will be his 21st plate appearance of the year for Coach Burrows and company. Coates down at first base, aboard on the walk. It's Dorsey. Rears back, delivers the first pitch, and off speed, a strike on the inside corner. Birch falls behind early, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch sent back foul. Fastball in on the hands. Birch fights it off, but falls behind 0-2. We've been looking up, I say we, Todd Politz been looking up tonight. Great freshman campaigns by LSU Tigers when it comes to Reese-based streaks. First, here's the 0-2 pitch. Just off the outside corner. That'll move the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blair Barbier.
Yep. I was going to say that name. Where's he at?
23-game streak his freshman year.
He's working, keeps working backwards.
The 1-2 upstairs, even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Todd Walker, Russ Johnson. You check those 2 names for sure.
Oh, now you're really putting him to work.
Well, I mean, he's almost there. If he's at Barbier, he's almost there.
Runner at first, one down, top of the ninth. Here's the 2-2 from Dorsey. And fighting it off again as Birch fouls it back. Count holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But in all seriousness, I mean, it is a lot of work, and Todd's the best. But not to take away from what he's looking up for us, but there's just not that many freshmen that have that kind of an impact and that many opportunities as what Curriell has had and all the other names that we've mentioned.
2-2 lifted in the air to center field. Stanfield running over, takes it on a bounce. Paxton Birch, the pinch hit single here. Still just one out, runners first and second. Again, the concern if you're Jay Johnson, you've mentioned it a couple of times, Tigers had a big lead, able to stretch it out there in the bottom of the 7th. Toyed on a couple of occasions with run rule, but between free passes and the ability of Louisiana Tech to just keep the game going. Still looking for 2 outs here.
Not going away quietly for sure.
Michael Ballard, first pitch sent high in the air, first base side. He'll take a look at it, but it drops again behind the screen, bounces off the top of the LSU dugout, and it's 0-1.
See if Texas got away with a win. Nope. Texas State defeats Texas 5-3 in Austin.
It's a big win for the Sun Belt Conference.
12-15, Texas State improves to the Longhorns 23-3 now.
The 0-1 from Dorsey. Another swing and a foul back. 0-2 now to Ballard.
The only other team in the conference tonight to lose was Auburn. And the only team that did not play tonight was Kentucky.
Oh, 0-2 the count. Dorsey comes set, checks the runners. And the 0-2 pitch. Foul back again off the bat of Ballard. Ballard tonight in the 3 spot, 1 for 2, a single in the first. Got a board on a couple of walks, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 8th when he came around to score. 12-3 LSU leads. Now time called by our home plate umpire. I'll reset the pitch clock. Chandler Dorsey will step back on the rubber. 0-2 the count to Ballard. Bulldogs with runners first and second. The 0-2 spins outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. LSU Athletics would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. 1-2 from Dorsey. Little flare out to second base. Hogg has to wait on it, take a bounce. He'll flip it over the shortstop Mikey Ryan to get the force out at second base. Second out of the inning, 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. And Hogg had to make a decision there as it just kind of fluttered up. Didn't charge in, waited on the bounce. Still able to get the force out at second base. Now runners on the corners with 2 down. And the DH again, Sebastian Mexico, the Massachusetts native. Left-hander stands in. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Had a single in the 6th inning. First delivery, missed high. 1-0. Coates now advancing to third. Ballard at first base. Off-speed pitch over the plate. Evens the count 1-1. Two outs. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Dorsey. Ground ball. Hit to Ryan. Ryan gonna run to second base, step on the bag, and that'll put this one in the books. Tigers get the win by a final of 12-3. With the victory, LSU now 27-3 on the season. They remain 7-2 in SEC play. For Louisiana Tech, they fall now to 17-12. They'll get back to conference action in Conference USA, still with a 4-2 mark later on in the week. LSU gets the win tonight, 12-3, a final. Coming up, the Women's Hospital Fighting Tiger 10th inning show. Tigers 12 runs, 9 hits. Bulldogs finish up 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Final tonight, LSU 12, Louisiana Tech 3 from the LSU Sports Radio Network.